Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Senior Night between the Pines as the Pinecrest Academy Paladins will play their final game of the season tonight against Oglethorpe County. I'm Ken Gustafson along with my broadcast partner, Bo Johnson. Bo, for 5 Pinecrest seniors tonight, Michael Baroses, running back who is out for the season with a hand injury, unfortunately. Linebacker Nolan Stafford, defensive back Jonathan Bradford, and quarterback Mickey Mangan. Also running back Brooks Binkley. This is their final game to participate as a Paladin.
We're going to have a first on the field tonight, Ken, here at Pinecrest, as both of these teams come in winless. So let's see if these Pinecrest seniors can go out on a winning note for Coach Terrence Mathis in his first season.
Exactly. Actually, technically, Pinecrest Academy does have a win. South Forsyth beat Pinecrest on the field at the beginning of the season. However, South Forsyth was stripped of that win because they used an ineligible player. So the GHSA awarded that game to Pinecrest Academy. However, Pinecrest has not won a game on the field, and you are correct as far as that's concerned. Pinecrest is coming off a heartbreaking 28-23 loss to St. Francis last week, a game they led 17-7 at halftime. They did everything in the first half that Coach Mathis said needed to be done to win. Establish the run, get off the field on third down, and don't give up any big plays. However, in the second half, the wheels fell off as the Knights scored 3 touchdowns. The Paladins were unable to stop the running attack of St. Francis, and they gave up several big plays, leading to the loss. Tonight, the Paladins, who are 1-8, will face a team looking for their first win of the season, the 0-9 team from Oglethorpe County. This should be a big dogfight between two struggling teams desperately wanting to end their season on a high note. We'll be back with the Billy Howell Ford Keys to the Game, along with Coach Close-Up, sponsored by Haynes Sports Medicine, right after this. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV. We are back here between the Pines at Pinecrest Academy. Captains of both teams going out to the center of the field for the coin toss. And here are our keys to the game, sponsored by Billy Howell Ford Lincoln and Lincoln Mercury. My first key to the game is going to be the Paladins have to forget the past. They have to forget about what happened last week, blowing a 17-7 lead and losing to St. Francis. Bo, what would be your key to the game?
I think you got to keep your quarterback upright. The offensive line has to stay in there and block a little bit better for their quarterback. They were able to put some touchdowns up last week as opposed to 2 weeks ago versus Fellowship. So, you know, blowing the lead in the second half last week was unfortunate, but they were able to score some touchdowns, and we got to keep that quarterback, young quarterback Mangum, on his feet.
And my keys to the game, my third and final key to the game is the guys have got to play all 4 quarters, and they got to play hard, and they have to play smart. No penalties, no turnovers, cannot give up any big plays. So and you got to do it. You got to play smart, solid, sound football for 4 quarters. That's my third and final key to the game. Let's look at the coaches' close-ups, sponsored by Haynes Sports Medicine. Terrence Mathis, as we all know, is in his first year of coaching Pinecrest Academy. He was drafted by the New York Jets, played football for the Atlanta Falcons, Pittsburgh Steelers, was a Hall of Famer at the University of New Mexico, is in their Ring of Honor, played high school ball here in Atlanta. He's from Stone Mountain, played at Redan High School. And on the other side for Oglethorpe County, the Patriots, they are 0-9. Richard Andrews is their head coach. He is in his second season at the helm. He came from Brooks County 2 years ago, which is down in Quitman, Georgia, down in South Georgia. Here we go. We're about to start here. And they're about to announce the Pinecrest Academy Paladins as they come out of the tunnel. It is senior night here between the Pines, an exciting night. Again, 4 seniors playing in their final game. Unfortunately, there you see Michael Burrows is shaking everybody's hand. Michael Burrows is out for the season. Several weeks ago, suffered a hand injury in the game against Kings Ridge Christian, and he had surgery on that hand. 4 other seniors, linebacker Nolan Stafford, defensive end Jonathan Bradford, running back Brooks Binkley, and quarterback Mickey Mangum, all playing in their final game of the season.
You'll see Binkley and Mangan kind of line up together as Coach Terrence Mathis brought the spread offense into Pinecrest Academy. Let's see what they can do tonight versus Oglethorpe, man. One of these teams has to come out of here with a win.
You're right, exactly. Well, what they've also been doing is they've been using Ryan DeFazio in the last couple of weeks as the backup quarterback and putting Mickey Mangum as the running back at times. They've been using DeFazio quite a bit at the quarterback spot, and he's performed quite well for the Paladins. The Paladins will receive to start the game. The Patriots will kick off. And here we go. We await the kickoff from Oglethorpe County. They are 0-9 coming in here between the Pines, losing their last game 56-14. So you got 2 teams really struggling the whole year trying to get their first win on the field. Here's the kickoff. The kick is it's pooch kick, and it goes out of bounds, and it's actually recovered by an Oglethorpe County player.
And the ball was touched by a Pinecrest player
That's correct.
first, so it was a live ball.
That's correct.
I'm just wondering if they were doing that on purpose.
An onside kick recovered by Oglethorpe County, recovered by T.Y. Patman.
There's a flag on the field.
There is a flag on the field, and let's see what the flag is.
Smart move trying to take him by
surprise like that. How's that for finishing your sentence?
Let's see what we've got here.
And that's going to be
offsides against
Offsides.
Oglethorpe. So are they going to re-kick, or are they going to give Pinecrest the football?
Looks like this is going to have to be a re-kick. So I wonder if they try this again after being backed up. Pretty sound strategy and kind of a last-ditch effort to catch a win out of this 2017 season, starting the game off with an onside kick.
You have nothing to lose, exactly.
Absolutely. Going to be backed up now to the 35-yard line for this one. I would imagine they'd kick this one deep.
They're going to back him up 5 yards. So let's see if they try this again. Ryan DeFazio standing at his 15-yard line. Also, Colby Mangum back there as well. Here's the kick. It is an onside try.
Kind of a
and
pooch
it's picked
there.
up by DeFazio. DeFazio has it, runs up the middle, runs across the 30, across the 35, across the 40, breaks another tackle. He's still on his feet, and he is down close to the 43-yard line of Pinecrest Academy.
Tell you what, Ken, not wanting to kick the ball deep to Mangan, they tried the little pooch kick again, and now Pinecrest Academy is going to be set up very nice, excellent field position on about the 44-yard line.
Ball placed at the 44. Excellent field position for the Paladins as we start here between the Pines. Mickey Mangan starting at quarterback, his last game as a senior. He's in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. He's going to throw it over to Jonathan Bradford, and Jonathan Bradford's going to be eaten up right away, and they're going to say he was in the grasp and forward progress. Maybe he got a yard. He was tackled by number 61 of Oglethorpe County. That was Ben Mathis with the stop.
Yeah, they were all over that screen pass there. Lined up with 4 wide. Screen pass out to a slot guy. Looked like it might have been a missed block by of number 61 there.
Bradford did gain a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 45. And now here's DeFazio, quarterback. He's going to throw a long pass, and it is overthrown. He had David Stubbs as his intended receiver.
Overthrown and almost picked off there.
There were 2 defenders in the area for Oglethorpe County. So now let's make it 3rd and 9.
See what they do here as the quarterback rolls out.
Again, they've been using Ryan DeFazio quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. And they've used Mickey Mangan as a running back as well. So Brooks Binkley lining up to DeFazio's right. Colby Mangum lining up at the right at wide receiver. DeFazio back to throw. DeFazio going to throw a long pass, and it is intercepted. Oh, almost intercepted. Number 21 dropped it.
Hit him right
Julian
in the chest.
Love.
Hit Love right in the chest with that one as this ball now was underthrown, trying to get the ball out to Mangan.
Actually, that was A.J. Watkins, the defensive back, who should have had the interception. So it's going to be 4th and 9. Matt Stone into punt.
Shows you there why number 21 is a defensive back and not a wide receiver.
Exactly. Chase Hellwig back to receive for Oglethorpe County. Here's the punt, a high end-over-end punt. Backs Hellwig back to the 20. It's going to bounce, go out of bounds. Looked like it bounced out around the 25.
Marking it at the 18, 19
Marking at the 18-yard line.
Took a great Pinecrest bounce, so if it could have stayed in bounds, it would have rolled all the way down to the 3 or 4.
So Matthew Stone doing his job, penning the Patriots back in deep in their own territory. And we're going to see the Patriot offense for the first time. Chase Hellwig is the starting quarterback for the Patriots. He is a junior, also plays some offensive line, believe it or not. Hellwig in shotgun. And he's gonna keep it. Now Hellwig up the middle. Hellwig getting several yards here. Hellwig across the 40, across the 45, close to midfield, and he is tackled down around the 49-yard line. Nice keeper by Chase Hellwig.
Looked like Pinecrest was running a little run-stopping blitz there, and those linebackers blitzed right in through the quarterback keeper there for a nice 35-yard gain.
So a big 45-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the 49 for Oglethorpe County. Nothing here early in the game. 10:35 to go in the first quarter. I formation for the Patriots.
Here they come again.
Hellwig hands it off to number 25. The running back, that is Quay Gresham. He gained maybe a yard on that play.
Pinecrest bringing the house there. This one actually does work, stopping the running back at the line of scrimmage. He may have gained a foot on that play.
So let's call it, well, they're saying no gain. No, they are giving him a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 50.
Generous spot there.
Generous spot indeed. 2nd and 9. Hellwig awaiting the snap. Hellwig under center. He's going to hand it off to Gresham, and Gresham's going to be stacked up by DeFazio and pulled back also by Mickey Mangum, and hit for a loss, a huge loss all the way back to the 40-yard line, 10-yard loss.
See where they spot this one. They might give him forward progress, and they do, so it's only going to be a loss of about 3 or 4, which I don't know about that one. Running back still churning his feet, but there was about 4 or 5 Pinecrest defenders pushing him back, so still a great play by the Pinecrest defense. Great penetration there. Going to leave Oglethorpe with a 3rd and long.
Yes, it was. 3rd and long. A loss of 2 yards. 3rd and long from the 48. Patriots in an I formation. Hellwig under center. He's going to hand it off. He's going to fake it, roll towards his left, and Hellwig runs up the sidelines. He is pushed out of bounds at around the 42-yard line of Pinecrest Academy.
Going to be about 3 or 4 yards short, though, of the first down. Another blitz by the Pinecrest defense. Quarterback rolling out.
It looks like they're going for it, Bo. 4th and 4, and what do you have to lose if you're Oglethorpe County?
Absolutely. They've already tried a onside kick, a pooch kick. Now we're going to go for it on 4th and 4 for Oglethorpe.
Ball placed at the 45-yard line of the Paladins. It's 0-0. 8:59 to go in the first quarter.
Let's see if this blitz is dialed up again.
Patriots in the I formation.
Here they come.
And they are ready. The Paladins ready to blitz. And we've got a fumbled snap, it looked like. And DeFazio in on the tackle as he tackles Gresham. And a turnover on downs. No yardage gained. It is Paladin football.
I'll tell you what, Oglethorpe coming out with a bunch of trick plays. Pinecrest just coming out, and they're being purely aggressive here with 3 or 4 blitzes on the first series versus Oglethorpe. Love to see that out of this Pinecrest defense, man. Looking great.
Outstanding defense, and the defense has played well for the past several weeks, actually. Here's DeFazio back to throw. A screen pass. It is caught by Binkley. Brooks Binkley across the 50 and tackled down around the 48-yard line. Gresham there on the tackle for Oglethorpe County.
Again.
There is a flag on the field. Block in the back against Pinecrest Academy. That's something they can ill afford.
Tell you what, that was a great gain there. 8 of 8 yards on the one-handed catch by Binkley. It's a shame there was a going to come back off of a penalty.
Sure was. That was a nice play, but it is nullified by a block in the back. And in a close game like this, penalties you can ill afford. They've got to play smart, sound football for 4 quarters, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast. Here we go. 1st and 13. DeFazio back to throw. DeFazio's throw is almost intercepted. Colby Mangan was the intended receiver.
Football kind of sailing on DeFazio in the early stages of this game with a couple of overthrown throws. That one almost a jump ball.
So it's going to be 2nd and 13. Ball at the 43 of Pinecrest Academy. Now Mickey Mangum lining up as a running back to the left of DeFazio. We've seen this the last couple of weeks. Mangan blocking. DeFazio going to throw a long throw. It's overthrown. David Stubbs was the intended receiver.
Another overthrown ball there. Going to bring up a 3rd and long.
3rd and long for the Paladins. Mickey Mangan has been useful and productive as a runner, as a running back, and they've been using him in that position ever since Michael Barozas went down with the hand injury.
Kind of left him in the block there. I'm wondering if that field might be a little bit wet. You know, they playing on real grass actually.
That's
out
right.
Here at Pinecrest, which is very nice as far as I'm concerned. Not too many real grass stadiums left.
Yeah, you're right. They've all gone to this synthetic turf, rubber pellets and stuff.
Wonder if the ball might be a little wet there.
By the way, there was a penalty, and it was against Oglethorpe County. Ball moved all the way to the 42 of the Patriots. Here's the running play to Brooks Binkley. Brooks Binkley busts up the middle. Brooks Binkley across the 30 down to the 29-yard line of the Patriots. Good running by Brooks Binkley.
Nice little toss to 25. Binkley there to the right. Offensive line seals the edge. He gets around. Fantastic gain.
Binkley not wanting to lose on his senior night. 1st and 10 from the 28 for the Paladins. DeFazio in shotgun. He hands the ball off to Binkley, and Binkley is wrapped up right away by several Patriots. In on the play, number 61, Ben Mathis, in on the stop for Oglethorpe County. Maybe a yard on the play.
That's okay, though. I like how they're mixing the plays up here. About half run, half pass so far.
So 2nd and 9 from the 27-yard line. 7:36 to go in the first quarter. 0-0 score, but Pinecrest moving the football. And they're inside Oglethorpe County territory. Mangan lining up to the right of DeFazio. DeFazio awaiting the snap. Back to throw is DeFazio. DeFazio, he's running out of running room. He's going to be sacked way back by number 61, Ben Mathis. That's a huge loss there. Was sacked back around the 42-yard line.
Looks like he was trying to leave the pocket to find Mangan out, split out left. Did have him wide open for a little bit. That rush got to him.
And that's going to be 3rd and 25.
Third, and the initial preliminary indication is 3rd and 25. And just like that, Pinecrest
That play going to move them out of field goal range, too.
moving them out of field goal range and going to have to come up with something big here or just get some yardage to get back into field goal range for Connor Sassine. DeFazio in shotgun. Back to throw. He's going to hand it off to Mangan. Here's Cole. Here's Mickey Mangan. Mickey Mangan, he's got some speed. He does get some yardage back. He gets down to the 37-yard line, roughly. But it's going to be 4th down. And are they going to go for the field goal or are they going to punt? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looks like they're going to punt the ball here.
They're going to punt the ball and try and pooch it back deep as Matthew Stone standing at his 49-yard line.
Stone a great punter for Pinecrest here. Let's see if he can hit it in the old coffin corner.
He
Looked like
gets
we
the
had an
snap,
offsides.
and we got an offside.
Might have been a penalty on Oglethorpe there.
Against
Looks like one of their
Oglethorpe.
guys jumped.
That's a 5-yard penalty,
didn't
so
see
that'll
it.
make it 4th and 15.
Oh, they're going to say it was a false start.
False start against Pinecrest Academy, so that's 4th and 25.
Didn't see that.
That's 2 penalties now against the Paladins. So now that backs up Stone to the 44. Here's Stone's punt. It's a line driver. It's going to bounce and bounce and bounce, and they're going to down it. He's going to down it. Is Colby Mangum. Downs it at the 1-yard line.
Heads up play by Mangan there.
Great job by Colby Mangum to hustle down there and down that ball at the 1-yard line.
Hey, that punter knows all about how to bounce that ball down there. That ball is hitting the ground and taking off. Mangan hustles down there to pin Oglethorpe all the way back on their own 1-yard line.
So the Patriots backed to their own 1-yard line. And the defense of Pinecrest Academy smelling blood here. They would love to force a turnover and get a touchdown or get a safety on a sack in the end zone. Let's see what happens.
They bring the pressure here, Ken. Let's see if they do it.
Hellwig, they're going to run the ball, and they're going to push the pile maybe a yard.
Looks like a keeper there. Just trying to get some space. Like we said, they're backed up all the way on their 1-yard line. Can't afford a safety here. It's
No.
first points of the game.
So they do get a 4-yard gain on a quarterback keeper by Chase Hellwig. So now the ball is at the 6-yard line. So 2nd and 6.
4 yards. Wow, that's a pretty generous spot too there.
They
The
say
whole
the ball's
pile
at the
moved 4
7.
yards.
2nd and 6 from the 7. Hellwig under center. They run an I formation, and they're going to hand the ball off again.
See where they're still not
And
down.
the
Wow.
ball is still moving. And that's
Another
running
quarterback
back
keeper.
Chase Hellwig, another quarterback keeper. And he got enough for a first down. So Chase Hellwig with 2 quarterback keepers getting his team out of perilous territory there. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
They get the ball all the way out to the 15 on 2 quarterback keepers where it looks like the offensive line kind of collapsed in on itself and they kind of just moved the ball in a pile. Nice group effort there by Oglethorpe.
1st and 10 from the 15. Hellwig under center. Now he's going to hand the ball off to number 25. That is Quay Gresham. Quay Gresham, a whole lot of running room. Quay Gresham across the 40, across the 50, across the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Oglethorpe County. Unbelievable.
And I suppose that was part of their plan. 2 quarterback keepers to get a little space right there all the way out to the 15-yard line. Then with a quick little handoff, they bust it to the right side. And he only had to beat about 3 defenders as the Pinecrest defense was crashing in there, suspecting another run possibly up the middle.
And that has plagued the Paladins all year long, giving up big plays like that. It happened last week against St. Francis. It's happened in other games, and now again it's happened tonight. Here's the extra point try. High snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. So with 3:55 to go in the first quarter, on a, let's call it a 75-yard run by Quay Gresham. Oglethorpe County takes a 7-0 lead. We'll be back. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football powered by SUV TV. Who's number 15 for Oglethorpe? We're back here between the pines where Quay Gresham has just run it for 85 yards for a touchdown to give Oglethorpe County a 7-0 lead over Pinecrest Academy after Pinecrest had pinned, thanks to the punting of Matthew Stone, had pinned the Patriots down to the 1-yard line. Quarterback keepers by Chase Hellwood moved the ball out to the 15. And here's Edward Jobel's kick. It goes out of bounds. The ball's going to be at the 35-yard line. So good for field position for Pinecrest Academy. Back to the sequence of events. Oglethorpe County had the ball on the 1-yard line, though. The 2 quarterback keepers by Chase Hellwood moved the ball to the 15, and then the big running play, 85 yards by Quay Gresham for the score.
The biggest thing about an aggressive defense is that those running plays to the outside can't get you if you're not ready for them. Pinecrest defense crashing in again, expecting a run up the middle. Oglethorpe busts one out. Took it for 85 yards. We'll see how they respond.
We have an injured player on the field for Oglethorpe County. Cannot tell who it is. And he's sitting up. That is... Bo, is that number 26? Let's see. He's oh boy. Oh,
up on his feet. That's 10.
That's number 10, and he is being helped off the field. That's number 10, Blaine Tuck.
Looks like an apparent knee injury as he's hobbling off on one leg.
That's a shame.
Knee or an ankle.
Tuck is a sophomore, plays defensive back. Oh, it's number 16, they're saying. Number 16, that's Trent Knowles, number 16, Trent Knowles, the injured player. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 35. Now the toss sweep to Mickey Mangum. Mickey Mangum is met right away by a couple of Patriots. He's tackled down around the 37.
They're about 3 yards there, not quite what they were expecting. You want to get 4 yards at least on 1st down if you're going to run the ball. But I do like the fact that they aren't scared to give up on the run. You know, they've only completed 1 pass and it was called back for a penalty. You know, so looks like running the ball might be what they do to establish some offense here.
So here we go, 2nd and 7 from the 37 for the Paladins. They trail 7-0. 2 receivers to the right. And now DeFazio going to roll towards his left. He completes the pass to David Stubbs. Stubbs is tackled in the open field by number 3, Justice Waller, short of the 50-yard line. Tackled on down around the 48, maybe the 49. Good enough for a 1st down, though.
Stubbs going to run like a little 10-yard slant right across the middle of the field, and there was nobody there to meet him as he was wide open. Nice play.
Nice play. Ryan DeFazio to David Stubbs, 12 yards. Good enough for a 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 49 of Pinecrest Academy. Clock at 2:52 and going down here in the 1st quarter. 7-0 Oglethorpe County. 2 receivers to the right. I formation here. Now they're going to hand the ball off to Binkley. No, excuse me, Mickey Mangan. Mickey Mangan gets about 4, maybe 5 yards. So used to seeing Binkley running the football. They have been using Mangum as the running back, and he's done quite well.
Going to run that ball through that B gap there, almost on the outside. 4.5 nice yards there.
So the ball placed at the 47-yard line of Oglethorpe County. 2nd and 6 from the 47, 2:11 to go. Oglethorpe County leading it 7-0 over Pinecrest Academy, but the Paladins on the move once again. Colby Mangum lining out to the far right. Now DeFazio rolling towards his right. He throws it to number 25, Brooks Binkley. Binkley across the 30, across the 20, or just shy of the 20-yard line. He's pushed out at about the 21.
Binkley running a little out route there. Quarterback bootlegs out to the right side, finds Binkley wide open. Again, nobody around him as he was able to sprint up the field for another 15 yards.
So another big play by the Paladins puts them in the red zone, or close to it. There is a flag on the field, however. Let's check the flag. And we also have a timeout.
Looks like it's going to be Pinecrest football. Flag would look like it probably was picked up. 25-yard line.
While we have a break in the action here, want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. They have been bringing you, without these sponsors, there would be no Pinecrest Academy Paladin football to listen or watch on the internet. Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, Haynes Sports Medicine, O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Grubb, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Georgia Water and Fire Restoration, Henniger Realty, Castle Car Wash, and Ben Oak Farms. Those are just some of the sponsors that bring you Pinecrest Academy Paladin football. Support the sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. First and 10 for Pinecrest Academy at the 25-yard line of Oglethorpe County. The handoff is to Binkley. Mangan. Mangan is stacked up right away. The 44 is Zeke Hull with the tackle. Mangan running the football once again.
That's okay. As long as they keep running the ball, they're going to still set up for that little bootleg that they've ran a couple times. It's actually been pretty productive.
No gain on the play, so let's call it 2nd and 10 from the 25. A minute 22 to go in the first quarter. Oglethorpe County leading it 7-0. DeFazio in shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the left. Back to throws DeFazio. DeFazio now rolling to his right. He throws. It is incomplete. Dropped by one of the photographers on the sideline.
Running trips left there. You had Patrick Sullivan right there as the kind of playing in a slot. Had him wide open near the 10-yard line. Just kind of missed him. Rolled out to the right. Incomplete pass.
So 3rd and 10 from the 25. A minute 7 to go. Important to get some points here after you've just been gashed by an 85-yard touchdown run.
See what Terrence Mathis dials up here. 5 wide now.
5 wide receiver set, and we're going to have a timeout. Timeout on the field. While we have a timeout, ladies and gentlemen, want to remind you that Pinecrest Academy is a private pre-K through 12 college preparatory Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking while offering personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. Call us today at 770-888-4477 to schedule a visit to Pinecrest, or visit our website, www.pinecrestacademy.org, to learn more about our award-winning school. So the ball at the 25-yard line, 3rd and 10. Interesting to see, Bo, what Terrence Mathis draws up here in the timeout.
And they came out 5 wide. I'm not sure if it was Pinecrest that called the timeout. I think it or not, but I think that kind of took Oglethorpe by surprise. No RB, 5 wide. They're coming back out in it right now.
Senior night here between the Pines. 3rd and 10 from the 25 of Oglethorpe County. DeFazio in shotgun. Oh, now a little trick play. Here's Peter Hoover with the football. Peter Hoover running towards his left, crosses the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown Paladins! They run a trick play, a reverse to Peter Hoover, and he runs it in 25 yards for the touchdown. What a play drawn up by Terrence Mathis.
And that was actually a handoff to the running back, then the reverse sweep. Outstanding play there.
Connor Sassine on to attempt the extra point to tie the ball game. Mickey Mangum, the holder. These things are not always automatic. We await the snap. Here's the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. And with 59 seconds to go in the first quarter, we have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. A toss sweep, a reverse sweep to Peter Hoover from 25 yards out. He runs it in for the touchdown, and we are tied 7-7 here between the Pines.
I'll tell you what,
go ahead.
that's exactly what Pinecrest needed, though, was a great play like that for a big 25-yard touchdown after that 85-yard scamper by Oglethorpe on the last possession. So ball game tied up, man. Let's see. I'm liking it. Punch, counter, punch.
Punch, counter, punch it is. It's going to be a great dogfight throughout the night here. The team that makes the fewest mistakes and makes the more big plays than the other will win the ball game. So Sassine teeing it up, and he's going to kick it off. Back to receive number 14, T.Y. Patton. Also, Blaine Tuck back to receive as well for the Patriots. Connor Sassine ready to kick this one away. 7-7 tie ball game. And toe meets leather. High kick deep into the end zone. Sassine's got a great leg, and the ball's going to be brought out to the 20-yard line with 59.1 seconds to go. Bo?
Pinecrest kind of doing the opposite strategy that Oglethorpe has. Oglethorpe's coming out with 2 trick kicks, 2 or 3, one with a penalty. And Sassine just busted that thing through the end zone, man. That kid's got a leg. He
certainly does. It's a great special teams weapon for Pinecrest Academy. Both teams, no holds barred tonight.
No plays barred either. Let's see what this defense does.
So Hellwig in shotgun formation.
Linebackers creeping in.
And now a toss sweep to number 14. And a good play by the defense of Pinecrest Academy, number 21.
Yeah, they sniffed that one out. Linebackers showed blitz. Only one of them went. Sweep to the outside. Only gets about a yard.
Trip Hockman on the play for Pinecrest Academy. Only a yard on the play, if that. Let's see.
Yeah,
they may not have given him anything.
That works too.
No, a loss on the play.
Looks like okay.
7 and 11. Oh, no, excuse me, 2nd and 11 from the 19. Clock ticking down, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. 2nd and 11. Chase Hellwig in shotgun. Trent Knowles to his left. And they hand it off to number 25, Quay Gresham. Quay Gresham is tackled down at the 20-yard line. Colby Mangum on the stop.
Offensive line open, a gaping hole there as the runner rushes right through it.
And this has been a
gap
problem.
on the right side, yes.
This has been a problem for the Pinecrest defense in the second half against St. Francis, and again tonight is stopping the run. We are at the end of the first quarter. It is a tie ball game. Pinecrest Academy 7, Oglethorpe County 7. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football powered by SUV TV.
there by Stubbs. Looked like that was going to be an option play. Quarterback decided to keep it. I'm not sure why. Running back on his right side.
Number 52, Nolan Stafford, in on the play as well. He is one of the 4 seniors playing tonight, playing the last game for the Paladins. They do want this in the game. So a 3-yard loss. It is second and 13 from the 27 of Oglethorpe County. Two receivers to the right, to the left. Elrich hands it off to Gresham. Gresham is passed it right away in the backfield. Another great play by the Pinecrest Academy defense.
Joe Brown did on that one, man. That was one of those ones toss the ball out to the left. And that did not feel Joe Brown was right in there. Another loss.
Still the edge on that play, something they did not do against Gresham early in the first quarter. They picked up that 85-yard touchdown play. They're tightening that up now. The Pinecrest defense got down to 11 for the 20. Two receivers to the right. Elridge going to roll towards his left, and he's going to be sacked for a big loss.
Stone Brown in there again, man.
Stone Brown with the sack on Chase Helwig.
Held by Stafford, it looked like.
Nolan Stafford fired up. Senior night here with Big Pines.
3 and out for Oglethorpe. He starts the second quarter.
So Edward Jovel going to punt for the punting and kicking duties for Oglethorpe County. He will punt the ball, standing back around his 11-yard line. Fourth down.
Oglethorpe started at 20, lost 7 yards. Pinecrest going to have good field position.
Ryan
there.
DeFazio standing around his 40. Here's the punt. It's a bad punt. And they're going to let it bounce and bounce. And DeFazio, oh my goodness,
wow.
DeFazio fumbled, ran and DeFazio slid to try and cover it. He fumbles it, and number 14 for Oglethorpe County recovers.
Flag on the play. Let's see what this is.
Flag on the play. T.Y. Patman recovered the ball for Oglethorpe County. This is a flag.
Definitely something you don't want to do there. When this is botched punt, you don't have anybody in the area to catch the ball and find the time. You got to let that one bounce for a take. That ball.
Left that alone. What's the word that say? Peter, get out of the way.
Trying to make a play happen there. If he could have scooped the ball, he probably could have picked up 15-yard punt, maybe even scored.
Right. But it's hard to scoop an oblong ball bouncing around. He slid and tried to cover it, but fumbled it again. And it was recovered by Patton. The penalty is against Pine. And the wave off the flag for Oglethorpe County football.
As you alluded to earlier today, you know, the miscue. That was actually an Oglethorpe miscue. By Pinecrest. That was defense again. Great 3 and out last time.
Struggling to get their first win on the field. Number 27, that's George Gresham. George Gresham still on his feet. He is down into Pinecrest territory, down around the 41-yard line.
Tell you what, the Pinecrest defense, they are being aggressive. Rushed 4 linebackers in on that play, and the little running back just ran right up to them.
They're being aggressive, but they're being gashed here by the running game of Oglethorpe County. I hate to harp on it, but this happened last week against St. Francis, and it's happened at other times throughout the season. The first and 10 for the Patriots at the Pinecrest field. Eldred on the field. Still pushing the pile. He gets across the 40-yard line to around the 38.
Looked like Pinecrest knew that one. There was nobody spread wide. Oglethorpe lined up almost in a victory type formation. I mean, they were just screaming quarterback keeper there. They actually got a few yards on that kind of piled up, drive the ball down the field. Pinecrest slipped it out and threw it.
First down from the 35-yard line again.
That's on the outside here.
Another
effective.
Offensive line is really pushing their pile.
They go for it.
Pushing the Pinecrest defense back. Ball placed at 30.
First down.
First down from the 30.
Not very conventional for run play there.
Actually, first down from the ball is spotted at the 32. First attempt from the 32. It is again. Elwig on the keeper. It's 82 yards.
Third straight quarterback keeper where they're just kind of crashing the entire offensive line. It's kind of like going up to a play that's basically a softball and not swinging.
It's like a rugby.
It's effective, but you just got to do what you got to do.
It's like a wildcat play. He snapped it to Gresham, and he was sacked right away.
Looked one way, saw pressure in his face, tried to turn it around, and the defense had nothing of it. Pushing back to about the...
I wonder why they went away from that, and it was working for them. The quarterback keeper victory formation. Let's see.
Looked like the ball hit the ground there. Far side of the
that
field.
was Gresham. Gresham was the quarterback.
It was indeed a catch.
And it was a catch caught by number 14, T.Y. Patton.
Oglethorpe comes out with a 5-wide set after running that little victory formation quarterback keeper, throwing all kind of looks all over the field.
So they'll use George Gresham at quarterback. And ineffective. Ball is now down on the 16-yard line. Timeout Oglethorpe County. You are watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football powered by SUV TV. It is tied 7-7. Not back, okay. Yes, we are. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here between the Pines. 6:18 to go. Oglethorpe County at the Pinecrest 16-yard line. And here's a quarterback keeper by Chase Helwig, and that's not going anywhere as the Pinecrest defense bottles him up.
Bobbled snap there allows Pinecrest defense to kind of get back there.
Zach Shetman in on the stop.
Not sure if that was an intended keeper. Pinecrest is definitely okay with the result.
So it's a loss. 2nd and 11 from the 17. Helwig under center. I formation for Oglethorpe County. George Gresham in the backfield. They hand it off. They fake the handoff. Helwig throws towards the end zone. It is incomplete.
Got lucky just to be able to get rid of that ball as Pinecrest crashed in on that line again.
Intended receiver was T.Y. Patman. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 17-yard line. 5:34 to go in the first half here on senior night.
Looks like that quarterback keeper might be the only play that Oglethorpe's able to run effectively here.
Either that or the
line up
sweep
for the
to the
quarterback
right.
keeper and sweep it out while they're unexpected.
That one big play, that
Yeah.
85-yard touchdown play from Quay Gresham. Pinecrest has to be aware of the running game here. Here we go, 3rd and 11 from the 17. Hellwig back to throw, throws it into the end zone, and it is intercepted.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. Trip Hockman had it in his hands momentarily, but could not hold on. It's going to be 4th down for Oglethorpe County.
Very tough play there for Hockman. He was glad that he was able to get there and make that play. That was an over-the-shoulder interception he was trying to make.
So
still going to hold Oglethorpe to a maximum of 3 points there as they're lining up for the field goal.
Trent Noels comes in to attempt a 27-yard field goal. George Gresham, the holder. Here's the snap. Oh, it's a bad snap. Gresham picks it up. Gresham is running. Gresham across the 20, down to the 15. It is no good. A botched snap, a botched hold. Field goal try, no good. And Pinecrest gets the ball back.
After they drive all the way down into the red zone, 2 botched snaps on that drive. After they get into the red zone, it's going to lead Oglethorpe to turning the ball over here to Pinecrest on their, what is that, about the 16-yard line, 17.
Ball placed at the 16-yard line. So it should be it is Pinecrest ball. 1st and 10 from the 16, 5:19 to go. Let's see if the Paladins can take advantage. 3 receivers to the left. Stubbs in motion. Back to throw is DeFazio. DeFazio, and he fumbles the football. It is, let's see who recovers it. And it looks like Quay Gresham recovered for Oglethorpe County.
Now, it looked like he was trying like a little shovel pass there.
He was in trouble. He was being chased down in the backfield, and he was, as you said, tried to dish it off.
I don't know that
shovel
was
pass.
I guess they're ruling it a fumble on the field. Looked kind of like a pass to me.
So the ball at the 11-yard line. It is 1st and 10 for Oglethorpe County, and just when you thought Pinecrest dodged a bullet on the missed field goal attempt,
get the ball right
now
back.
they give Oglethorpe the ball right back. Hellwig under center. Gresham in the backfield. Hellwig hands it off to George Gresham, and George Gresham is tackled right away. He gets a couple yards inside the 10-yard line.
Looks like he lost his footing there.
So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 9.
Temperature in the upper 60s, a little moisture in the air. Grass is probably wet down there on this real turf football field.
That is a factor. So 2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line for the Patriots of Oglethorpe County. 4:42 to go in the first half. Tie ball game 7-7. A quarterback keeper from Hellwig. Jumbo formation pushing the pile forward. Maybe a yard or two. Call it 3rd and 6. So 3rd and goal from the 6. Can the Pinecrest defense come up with a big play here? 4:05, 4:04, clock running down. The toss sweep to Gresham. Gresham is going to score. Touchdown, Oglethorpe County. George Gresham scores from 6 yards out and gives the Patriots the lead, 13-7.
Had 2 defenders, looked like a safety and a linebacker, coming after him. Looks like they might have overshot him as he split them. Almost ran into each other there.
So a fumble by Pinecrest Academy proves very costly, leads to a touchdown for Oglethorpe County. We await the extra point. It is up and good by Noels. 14-7, 3:57 to go here in the first half. And you can see why both of these teams, no disrespect to Pinecrest Academy or Oglethorpe County, but you can see why both of these teams have the records they have.
Yeah, there's been several miscues on both sides of the ball. You know, the botched kicks and snaps by Oglethorpe, fumble by Pinecrest there. So still 4 minutes left in the half. All they need to do is grind out another run or another
Right, exactly. And Pinecrest has been in some ball games. They lost the heartbreaker to Kings Ridge 14-7 several weeks ago. Last week was maybe the worst heartbreaker of all for the season. Up 17-7 at halftime, things looking great. They were running the football, they were making stops, but in the second half, St. Francis just turned it on and won that game 28-23. Actually, up until last week, Pinecrest was still mathematically, if you can believe it, in the playoff race. But with the loss to St. Francis, that eliminated all hopes there.
So 4 minutes left on the clock for this drive.
4 minutes left as Trent Noels is going to kick it away for Oglethorpe County. Onside kick again, a low. Brooks Binkley almost fumbled it. He covers it up at the 40 of Pinecrest Academy. So Oglethorpe County trying another onside kick to surprise Pinecrest.
Now, Ken, I'm wondering if this is, Oglethorpe's MO throughout the entire season. Are they a trick, gadget, play, onside kick when you're not expecting it type of team, or is this just because they're 0-8 and trying to escape this season with one win?
Well, that's a good question. Very good point.
But as you can see there, when you're not expecting the onside kick and it comes right to you,
they have some talent.
Binkley's eyes were on the end zone there. Almost fumbles the ball again.
Patrick Sullivan in motion. And handoff to Binkley. Brooks Binkley up the middle, and he is met by a bunch of Patriots. Not for much yardage at all. Ball placed at just shy of the 40.
Yard.
In fact, it's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 40. 3:29 to go here in the first half. It's senior night. 4 seniors playing their final game for Pinecrest Academy. One of the 5. There's 5 seniors on the team. Michael Burrows is the star running back out for the season. DeFazio, a long throw. It is almost brought in, but not caught. That was number 7, Colby Mangum. That would have been a great catch. He had it briefly. Would have been a one-handed catch almost, but he just could not reel that one in.
Multiple receivers on go routes there. He had at least one more receiver on the near side of the field, wide open also. Chose to throw it to the far side of the field. A great throw, just couldn't be reeled in.
3rd and 11 from the 40. 3:11 to go here in the first half. It is 14-7 Oglethorpe County.
Big third down here.
Big third down. Oglethorpe County coming into this game 0-9. Pinecrest coming into this game 1-8. The one win coming as a result of an ineligible player used by South Forsyth. 3 receivers to the right. Back to throw. Back to run. And throw is DeFazio. And it's complete to Patrick Sullivan. Patrick Sullivan across the 25 and down to around the 23-yard line of Oglethorpe County. Big play by Ryan DeFazio to Patrick Sullivan.
Sullivan wide open over here on the near side of the field. Ball a little overthrown. Has to make somewhat of a little leap to catch the ball and then advances it downfield about 15 yards. That's how wide open he was on a little comebacker.
So the ball placed at the 22-yard line. The Paladins in business. 2:57 to go here in the first half. Let's see if they can put one in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 22. DeFazio has looked great at quarterback. Binkley lines up to his left. DeFazio in shotgun. He awaits the snap. And we got a false start or encroachment. Let's see who it's on. And a preliminary indication against Pinecrest Academy. False start. And you just can't have it. 5-yard penalty backs him up to the 27.
See how they play it here. Clock still running, still plenty of time on the clock. 2.5 minutes. All we need to go is 27 yards now after the 5-yard penalty.
1st and 15 from the 27 of Oglethorpe County. Pinecrest Academy looking to tie up the ball game. Two receivers to the right. Sullivan in motion. Back to throws DeFazio. DeFazio, a long pass. He's got a man. It is caught. Touchdown, Paladins. Ethan Massey with the touchdown, all alone in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, these receivers are being left wide open on this drive. Great job there by Pinecrest to drive the ball all the way down the field and answer that score by Oglethorpe after the costly fumble.
A 27-yard pass play. Ryan DeFazio to Ethan Massey makes it 14-13. Connor Sassine on to attempt the extra point to tie the ball game. What a play, what a respond by the Paladins.
They had 4 minutes to make that drive, and they only needed 2. 2 minutes left on the clock here for Oglethorpe before the half.
Snap down, hold is down, kick is up, kick is good. And we are tied, folks. We are tied, 14-14, 2:04 to go in the first half here on senior night between the Pines at Pinecrest Academy. We'll take a break. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the Pines, where the Pinecrest Academy Paladins have just tied up the score at 14 all. A big pass play, Ryan DeFazio to Ethan Massey, 27 yards for the touchdown. It is tied up at 14 with 2:04 to go in the first half. Here's the kick from Sassine. High kick, he's got a leg, folks. It goes out of bounds, though. And the ball is going to be placed at the Oglethorpe County 35-yard line. That's not the first time this has happened. You don't want to harp on things like that, but stuff like that can lead to bigger things.
Yeah, looked like he was trying to angle the ball a little bit there. Unfortunately, ball bounces out of bounds.
Sometimes I just wonder if it's just better, you know, unless you have Deion Sanders back there, unless it's just better just to kick the ball straight away and just kick it in and out of the end zone.
Sassine definitely has the leg to do that.
Yes. At any rate, Oglethorpe County has the ball at their own 35-yard line. It's up to the Pinecrest defense to get a stop and get the ball back to maybe take the lead. Here we go. Helwig in shotgun. Helwig back to throw. Little screen pass over to Gresham. Gresham breaks a tackle. Gresham is tackled finally down around the 45-yard line. Mickey Mangum making the stop. A big play for Oglethorpe County.
Not quite what you want to see for this Pinecrest defense on the first play of this drive for Oglethorpe.
Ball placed at the 46 of Pinecrest Academy. It is 1st and 10 from the 46. 1:50 to go here in the first half. You just scored a touchdown to tie the game. You don't want to give up another one here before the half.
I think maybe for Pinecrest, you got to show blitz, maybe pull a couple of them back into coverage. Shotgun here.
Two receivers to the right, two to the left. And Gresham has it. George Gresham breaks a couple of tackles. He's still on his feet, and he is inside the 35-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
Pinecrest did indeed show blitz, and they all went, sending 5 that time, and Gresham runs right by him again.
And let's see what the flag is. Holding penalty against Oglethorpe County.
Hold on Oglethorpe.
So back him up 10 yards. Big break for Pinecrest Academy there. 1:23 to go in the first half. Senior night here between the Pines. Nolan Stafford, Mickey Mangan, Jonathan Bradford, Michael Barozas. He's out for the season, unfortunately, with a hand injury. And Brooks Binkley, the 5 seniors on this team. Helwig in shotgun. Back to throw. He throws a screen pass. It's tipped and almost intercepted by David Stubbs.
Stubbs gets his hand up there and almost deflects the ball back into his own hands, but at least he gets his hand up there to block the pass.
So some good defense here by the Paladins. 1:11 to go in the first half, 2nd and 8 from the 44. Now for the Patriots, under head coach Richard Andrews. Andrews in his 2nd season at the helm, came from Brooks County down in South Georgia. Quay Gresham lining up in the backfield. His brother George is a wide receiver to the right. Helwig under center. And now Helwig is going to throw a long pass, and it is caught, and it's going to be a touchdown by number 14 for Oglethorpe County. That is T.Y. Patman. A big play there given up by the Pinecrest Academy defense, and another touchdown for Oglethorpe County.
Wide open receiver there on a little double move. Pressure was in the quarterback's face. He barely got that throw off, had to kind of strong arm it out there. Did get it ahead of the receiver enough to hit him in stride.
A 44-yard pass play, Chase Helwig to T.Y. Patman for the touchdown. Oglethorpe County retakes the lead. And Trent Noel's out for the extra point. George Gresham, the holder. And let's see if they might botch this one. No, they won't. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-14, Oglethorpe County leads it. 1:03 to go in the first half.
So Pinecrest goes all the way down the field in 2 minutes. Oglethorpe answers with a 1-minute drive. Still 1:03 left in this half. When only 3 minutes ago, it was 14-7.
It is what you would expect with two teams struggling the whole season, fighting, scrapping, clawing for their first win.
Yeah, absolutely.
A back-and-forth boxing match, a back-and-forth duel, a dogfight, whatever you want to call it. We have it here tonight between the Pines.
But what Oglethorpe has done now, after scoring on only 4 plays, is left Pinecrest with a minute left on the clock to go back down and score again. Let's see if they can do it.
Let's see if they can do it. 1:03 to go. As Noels gets the ball from the ref and tees it up, and Oglethorpe prepares to kick it away. Standing back near the 20-yard line is Ryan DeFazio. Also standing back there is Colby Mangan.
See if they trick kick it again. A little poocher and onsides. Got to be expecting that now.
That's right. And it's a short kick. It's going to go, it's fielded by Sawyer Huffstetler, and he is tackled back around the 23-yard line. Had he let that go, I think that ball would have gone out of bounds.
Would have been a penalty, definitely.
And it would have been at the 35.
I'm wondering if that's all the leg that the kicker for Oglethorpe has, because they haven't kicked one deep yet. Of course, they have been effective, but you're definitely right. I think that ball would have gone out of bounds, giving Pinecrest a shorter field. See what they do here, starting on 28.
Yeah, special teams awareness, so important.
Last game of the season, though, these kids are trying to come out here and make plays.
That's true. That's true. Can't fault him. So 1st and 10 from the 28. Now back to throw is DeFazio. Little screen pass to number 25, Brooks Binkley, and he is hit hard right away by number 8 for Oglethorpe County.
Looks like it still maybe got him back to the line of scrimmage. He was popped right when he caught that ball.
Jalen Potter.
Good thing he held on to it.
Yes, Jalen Potter with the stop. And we've got a timeout on the field. And while we have a timeout, folks, these games that you are watching and listening to on the SUV TV, www.thesuvtv.com, would not be possible without our sponsors. And we need to recognize them real quick here. Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, Haynes Sports Medicine, O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Grubb, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Georgia Water and Fire Restoration, Henninger Realty, Castle Car Wash, Ben Oak Farms, The Collection, Northside Hospital, Laurel Springs Animal Hospital, Primary Care Pediatrics, Black Diamond Grill, Bill Kiernan, and Southern Landscape Supply. All these sponsors make it possible for you to watch and listen to Pinecrest Academy football. Here we go, 48 seconds to go, 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. DeFazio rolling towards his left. He throws. It is
Got to get out of bounds there.
It's complete. pass was complete to Sullivan, Patrick Sullivan. He got out of bounds right at the first down marker. So he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah. Clock stops with the first down.
First and 10 from the 37. 40 seconds to go. Clock running. DeFazio in shotgun. Back to throw. DeFazio rolls to his right. DeFazio still rolling. Now he throws. And it is incomplete. So the clock stops with 27.9 seconds.
Like what they were doing here. Throw the ball to the outside. You got to catch the ball and get out of bounds. Got the right idea here. Ball just thrown a little wide.
They scored on a fade route. Their last touchdown, it was DeFazio to Ethan Massey, wide open. I wonder if they can get him open again. A couple of times the quarterbacks for Oglethorpe County have left receivers wide open. Second and 10 from the 38. Two receivers to the left. Back to throw is DeFazio. He throws. Catch is made by Colby Mangan. Colby Mangan fighting for yardage, gets out of bounds at around the 44-yard line of Oglethorpe County.
And that's exactly what they got to do. 21 seconds left on the half. Got another 15 yards there into Oglethorpe territory. You got to catch the ball, get out of bounds. You wonder if they might take a shot here, Ken.
I'm certain they will. 20 seconds to go. Ball at the 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 45. Three receivers to the right. DeFazio in shotgun, awaiting the snap. DeFazio back to throw. Now he rolls towards his right. He runs up the middle. Now he's going to go to his left. Now he's going to throw. His pass is caught. Caught by Colby Mangan.
Timeout called. 12 seconds left on the clock.
12 seconds left on the clock.
No second timeout. Third timeout. Check that.
So what does Terrence Mathis draw up here? You got 12 seconds. You got probably two shots at the end zone. Or you could, well, you want to obviously go for a touchdown. You're down by 7 points.
Yeah, I think from the 21-yard line here, you got to take a shot. Like you said, you know, if you can get rid of the ball, if it is incomplete, you'll have a couple seconds for another play. You know, 6 or 7 seconds about the time of, you know, a play from 20 yards out to the end zone. If you know you can get a receiver to the sideline, maybe you take a shot at, you know, catching the ball and getting out of bounds, stopping the clock there with a shorter play, maybe a run as the last play in the first half. We'll see what they dial up here.
Let's see what happens. First and 10 from the 31. They've got it. The ball's at the 31-yard line. 12.1 seconds to go. Oglethorpe County leads Pinecrest Academy 21-14. And do we have another timeout?
Timeout, it looks like.
Another timeout.
Yeah, I think I'd actually bring them out in a 5 wide again. You know, maybe send a couple to the end zone, and then send a couple on like a little out route, just so they can get near the out-of-bounds marker in the event that he can't find anybody open. It's going to be a real quick play from the 21-yard line,
Yep,
or 31 rather.
Has to be. Yep. 21-14, Oglethorpe County leading it. Oglethorpe County 0-9, Pinecrest Academy 1-8. DeFazio in shotgun. Two receivers to the right. DeFazio gets the snap. It's a high snap, but he corrals it. DeFazio rolls towards his left. He throws towards the sidelines. It is incomplete. Colby Mangan, the intended receiver. So now we got 7.2 seconds, and you really only have, well, you might can get another shot at the end zone, but 7 seconds. Really almost time for Hail Mary.
Kind of like a little double slot formation there. Two receivers on each side of the line, both brought in, kind of bunched up close to the offensive line. Two went out and two went up in both directions.
Here we go. Two receivers to the right. DeFazio going to throw towards the end zone, and he's, oh my goodness, Colby Mangum had it in his hands and could not hold on. He would have had a touchdown. Oh, my gracious.
Caught Oglethorpe off guard there. They were still trying to make substitutions. Had a player actually running onto the field when the ball was snapped.
That would have been the play of the night had he been able to corral that football. He had it on his fingertips, just could not reel it in. 2.5 seconds to go, another timeout taken. So Pinecrest will have one more shot here. 2.5 seconds. 3rd and 10 from the 31. Last gasp of the first half for the Paladins. They trail 21-14.
2.5 seconds remain. Ball sits at the 30-yard line. Paladins trying to tie it up here.
Binkley lining up to DeFazio's left.
I'm kind of sending my receivers on some cross routes here, see if they can pick up a kind of a pick, an unintentional pick here by the defensive backs.
Here we go, DeFazio throws it into the end zone. It is incomplete. Peter Hoover was in the neighborhood, but it was overthrown, and that is going to end the first half.
Fazio didn't really have that good of a grip on the football there. Ball came out kind of wobbly. Had the receiver kind of open. He had about 10-yard separation on either side by two defensive backs, but I couldn't get the catch made.
Just could not get it made. So we are at halftime between the Pines here on senior night. Your score, Oglethorpe County 21, Pinecrest Academy 14. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV. We are back here between the Pines. We are at halftime where Pinecrest Academy trails Oglethorpe County 21-14 in a shootout. Terrific first half. If you enjoy high-scoring football end-to-end, You saw it in the first half, Bo Johnson, and as we watch the seniors from some of the football seniors like Brooks Binkley and Michael Baroses and some other seniors, lacrosse senior. They're honoring the seniors tonight, not just for the football team, but from other sports, volleyball, lacrosse, cross country, track and field. Your thoughts on the first half, Bo?
Well, I think they did a great job early on, Pinecrest did, of putting pressure on the quarterback. Now, that kind of defaulted them a little bit on a couple of plays where Oglethorpe was able to run the ball to the outside, run it right by the rushers. But for the most part, it was effective. You know, they got in there, got pressure on the quarterback, forced a couple of mistakes. On the offense side of the ball, they got a pretty good job of moving the ball downfield. Pass plays weren't really working in the first quarter. Second quarter, they kind of got them going. You know, they've kind of split the load as far as running and passing in the first half, and put up 14 points. Couldn't get that last drive to come across for any points, but they've looked good so far versus this Oglethorpe defense.
Exactly, and I'm very impressed with the quarterback play of Ryan DeFazio. He's the backup quarterback, and they've used him at quarterback the last few games. They've used Mickey Mangum, the starter. They've used him at running back, and he's done quite well a few times. Brooks Binkley has run the ball well in the absence of Michael Baroses. You know, it's just it goes back to what Terrence Mathis was talking about a few weeks ago, is you just can't give up big plays, and gotta stop them on the run and get off the field on third down.
Well, you got a junior quarterback on the roster and a senior. You know, you can't play two quarterbacks, so you might as well see what the juniors got for next year. And they've been using Mangan. They've kept him in the block. They've sent him out wide on some pass plays. They've even handed the ball off to him a few times. So with two running backs kind of on IR, I guess, you know, would be two injured running backs, they've kind of had to move some players around, and it's unfortunate that happened to them this late in the season.
Yes.
But, hey, Terrence Mathis is trying to overcome it, and it looks like that it's working. You know, the young junior quarterback has done a great job for him so far.
You almost wish this regular season was longer.
Yeah, so just by a few games.
By
I think,
a few
games.
Know,
even with these injuries that they've faced here in the last 3 weeks, it would just now, you think, you know, they're starting to get together and get over it and figure it out, kind of overcome these injuries. And, you know, right here, the season's ending. Season's ending in football already, high school football.
Right.
College coming up pretty soon. You know, football's a short season anyway.
Right. We're in the first round of the playoffs, I think, tonight. But as we watch the seniors from the football team, Brooks Binkley, Michael Baroses, Nolan Stafford, Mickey Mangan, and Jonathan Bradford being honored. They're also honoring a senior who's a lacrosse player. Is going to go to California to play lacrosse at Occidental University, and a couple of other volleyball seniors from other sports. And so this is a nice thing they do here at senior night. Between the Pines, we have enjoyed our time here throughout the season. The Pinecrest has been very, very hospitable. They tailgate like nothing else over there in the far right side of the end zone, and they have a lot of fun here. It's a great atmosphere to watch a football game.
Absolutely, and like I've said before, I do love the fact that this is a real grass football field,
yes.
Man. That's what I played on. You know, that's what we all kind of grew up playing on. There's a lot of money being thrown around in these new stadiums and cathedrals that are being built these days. You know, hey, more power to them. But, you know, I love the atmosphere here at Pinecrest. Real grass, like I said. Huge tailgating atmosphere, which is always a lot of fun by all the parents and the alumni and the fans. You know, they come out and they pack this end zone down here. You know, been a great season. You know, the record doesn't really reflect it, but I'm sure Coach Mathis is going to come out next year firing all cylinders. You can kind of see that towards the end of this season, his offense under that spread formation is kind of coming together for him. You know, should be an exciting year next year.
It certainly should be.
A very emotional night for these seniors, by the way.
Absolutely. And some of you might be wondering why I keep saying that Pinecrest is 1-8. Well, a few weeks ago, I was told that the GHSA ruled that South Forsyth, back on August 25th, they beat Pinecrest 56-10. But back during that game, they used an ineligible player. And because of that, the GHSA, the governing body for high school sports in the state of Georgia, took away the win from South Forsyth, gave it to Pinecrest. So technically, they are 1-8, even though they really haven't Pinecrest hasn't won a game on the field. Hopefully that will change tonight. So that is why we say they are 1-8.
Not the most ideal way to pick up a
No.
win, but hey, on paper, a win's a win.
A win's
you
a
know?
win.
So hopefully they'll finish the season after a night 2-8.
And they're trying to finish tonight and finish strong and get a win. They had, as I said at the top of the broadcast, a 17-7 halftime lead against St. Francis, but just gave up too many big plays. The running game for St. Francis really kicked in, and Pinecrest was unable to stop the passing attack as well, as some big passing plays were given up for touchdowns. St. Francis scoring 3 touchdowns, and then Pinecrest scoring late to make it 28-23. They tried to retake the lead, but were not able to, and they lost that game 28-23. Maybe their best game of the year last week against St. Francis, but they're playing well tonight here against Oglethorpe County. Yeah, there's been some mistakes on both sides of the ball and on special teams, but still playing very well. And as I mentioned earlier, you wish the season were longer by about 3 more games because, you know, they could probably get a couple more wins. But tonight is the last night.
I definitely think so, and they're playing well tonight, and it's a great way to end the season.
Yes.
Be a good thing if they did have a couple more games, 'cause I think they could actually give some people some trouble. But let's hope they go out on a good note here. You know, they're only down by 7 coming into the second half. What they need to do first, they need to get a big stop, you know, obviously. Then go down the field and score, be a tie ball game, you know. Looking forward to another punch, counter punch second half here, Pinecrest versus Oglethorpe.
While we have time here, I want to remind you that Pinecrest Academy is a private pre-K through 12 college preparatory Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking while offering personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. Call us today at 770-888-4477 to schedule a visit to Pinecrest. Or you can visit the website, www.pinecrestacademy.org, to learn more about our award-winning school. A lot of other things going on here at Pinecrest Academy. Several weeks ago, back earlier in the season, we interviewed Father David Steffi at halftime, and he told us about the things that are going on here at the school. A lot of service projects going on, and the school is getting ready. Several students are taking a mission trip to Nicaragua, which is going to be a great experience for them to do service down there in the communities of Nicaragua.
Yeah, great thing that Pinecrest is doing by sending those kids down there on that trip. That's going to be a life-changing experience for the better for those young people.
Absolutely. Some of the football players, I think, are going as well. So as we still, they're honoring their seniors tonight. This is senior night, honoring seniors of all sports, not just football. And while I got a second here, do want to mention to you that our sponsors have made it possible for you to watch and listen to Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, and without our sponsors, this would not happen. So let me mention some of our sponsors, and do go out and support these businesses, folks. Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, Haynes Sports Medicine, O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Grubb, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Georgia Water and Fire Restoration, Henninger Realty, Castle Car Wash, Bent Oak Farms, The Collection, Northside Hospital, Laurel Springs Animal Hospital, Primary Care Pediatrics, The Black Diamond Grill, Bill Kiernan, Southern Landscape Supply. Those are our sponsors who make it possible for you to watch and listen to Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by the SUV TV. We're at halftime. It is 21-14, Oglethorpe County leading Pinecrest Academy. Recapping the scoring, Oglethorpe County scored first with a touchdown from Quay Gresham, making it 7-0. Pinecrest Academy responded with a touchdown. I believe it was a Brooks Binkley. Trying to remember here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think it was Binkley with the pass.
With the reception.
Yeah.
Oglethorpe County countered with another big running play as Quay Gresham's brother George Gresham ran it 27 yards, or no, excuse me, 85 yards for a touchdown, making it 14-7. Then a beautiful pass play from Ryan DeFazio to Ethan Massey ties the ball game at 14-14, but then another scoring play from Oglethorpe County as Quay Gresham scoring his second touchdown of the night, and that made the score 21-14, and that is where we are here at halftime here on senior night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Arribas-Plata.
This will be the last game of the season tonight for Pinecrest Academy. But do tune in, folks. We'll be having basketball, baseball, lacrosse, other sports broadcasted on www.thesuvtv.com. Lots to look at and watch, lots of interviews, lots of other features. Go to the website, www.thesuvtv.com.
Several basketball tournaments getting cranked up this month, actually.
That's right, that's right. Several basketball tournaments starting right away, and you can watch those on thesuvtv.com. And then later on in the spring, we'll have baseball, soccer, and lacrosse as well. So a lot's happening on the SUVTV.com. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUVTV. We're back here between the Pines. We're at halftime. Oglethorpe County leading Pinecrest Academy 21-14. It is senior night here at Pinecrest Academy. They are honoring all the seniors, not just from the football team, but from all sports, from cross country, lacrosse, volleyball, and other sports. And they continue to do that even as we speak. So we're hoping that Pinecrest can get it done in the second half, Bo Johnson.
Yeah, you can tell both these teams came out here fired up, just trying to get a win, salvage, just a little bit of peace, a memory of this season. Senior night here for Pinecrest. You want to see them do it. I believe that they can. Without the miscues, this is probably, a 21-7 game in their favor.
Right.
So don't turn the ball over. Stay aggressive on defense. I think they got this.
Let's hope so. 3:05, 3:04, the clock ticking down as they still are announcing and honoring all of the seniors who play all sports, all kinds of different sports here at Pinecrest Academy. And by the way, something that we've been doing here on SUV TV, perhaps you are watching and listening to this game in another part of the country or another part of the world. Perhaps you're a military soldier somewhere. You're serving overseas, you have a nephew, you have a son, you have a grandson, a cousin who is playing in this game tonight, and you want to give them a shout out. Well, here's what you can do. You can text me at 770-378-2569. Text me your message, your shout out, to your favorite player, and we will read it on the air. In fact, Bo, you can add your number to that too if you'd like.
You can hit me up on Twitter at Jedi Sports Radio. It'll be a more direct way to find me if you want to get a shout out over the interweb here. Find me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, actually.
So you can find Bo Johnson on Twitter or Instagram, Facebook. He is an engineer at 92.9 The Game. Many of you sports fans listen to that radio station, as do I. So there's two ways to get a hold of us, and we'll read your shout-outs over the air. Again, you can look up Bo Johnson's Twitter page. And what is the name of the Twitter page?
Jedi Sports Radio, all one word.
At Jedi Sports Radio, all one word.
Three of my favorite things.
Three of my at
Jedi
the Twitter
Sports
handle
Radio,
at
yep.
it's at Jedi Sports Radio. If you want to look up Bo Johnson, and he will read the shout out over the air, or you can text me, Ken Gustafson, at 770-378-2569. And when I receive the text, we get a break from the broadcast. I will certainly read those texts out over the air. And Pinecrest now is coming out onto the field. The senior ceremonies are winding down, and we're about to begin the second half. Oglethorpe County over on the sidelines, and they are running out onto the field doing their pre-second half warm-ups. It is as we thought it would be, Bo Johnson. It is a dog fight. It is a fight to the finish between two struggling teams who have struggled all year. And we're about to start the second half, but they're still doing their pre-second half warm-ups, both teams are.
Both teams out on the field now, but yeah, salvage the season. I mean, there's no playoffs. There's no,
right.
It's, you're playing for reputation. You're playing for memory tonight. So,
and a springboard for next year.
Yep.
And Terrence Mathis is going to have this program rocking and rolling, in the next couple of years here. They're going to develop the JV program here. There are some good players coming up. The middle school, I believe, finished second in their division a few weeks ago. So in a few years, he's going to have this program up to where it needs to be.
As we kind of alluded to earlier, though, the second half of this season, albeit no wins, you've had two very close games that came down to the fourth quarter. You've had a couple blowouts in there, too, but they're versus very elite programs that are losing a bunch of players. It would not surprise me one bit if Pinecrest comes out next season and makes some noise, and that's what kind of happens in high school and college football. You got these kids that are sophomores and juniors now are all of a sudden going to be juniors and seniors next year. As you said, there's only 5 seniors on this team of a 30-something man roster, 38, I think. So
we look at University of Georgia, Kirby Smart, his first season, a decent season, but mediocre. The second year, though, here, we're contending for a national championship possibly.
Yeah, anytime you bring a brand new offense into, at any level, onto any team, you're going to have some struggles because you can't just teach an offense to a team in practice. You got to have real game time, scenarios in order to see how other teams are going to react to your offense, and so you can run it effectively. And they're starting to do that in this second half of the season, and it's really a great thing to see.
Terrence Mathis is a guy you want to root for. He is the nicest man you could ever meet. He loves his players, treats them with respect. As we heard from Michael Barosis and Hogan Palmer a few weeks ago in the interview. And you want to root for guys like Terrence Mathis to succeed.
A huge philanthropist, too, does a lot in the community.
Exactly. There's an old saying, baseball manager Leo DeRocher said, nice guys finish last. Well, that's not necessarily true. That's not true at all. And not true for Terrence Mathis. So we are about to start the second half. Clock at 1:14. Both teams in their respective huddles, both teams getting their instructions from Terrence Mathis and Richard Andrews, respectively. Refs in the middle of the field. We're ready to kick it off to start the second half. Oglethorpe County leads Pinecrest Academy 21-14. But there is hope here, ladies and gentlemen, Pinecrest fans. The Paladins can get back in this game. The Paladins can win this game.
Now, see, I'm not sure if this is a play that's actually practiced. I'm sure it's practiced by a lot of teams, but it's how often do you practice this? A good shocker play here will be to come out, start the second half with an onside kick of their own. Why
just
not?
Like Oglethorpe did. That's a possibility.
You want to if you can get the ball back on a turnover, a 3 and out, however
Right.
you got to do it, without them putting more points on the board. That way you can go down and tie the game. You've got yourself a brand new ball game.
I kind of think that Coach Mathis is just going to play this straight up and
More
not
than
risk
likely so,
anything.
you're right. Yep.
But anything's possible. Here we go. Connor Sassine about to kick it off. And T.Y. Patman back for the Patriots. Also George Gresham back there as well. You would think this Oglethorpe team would have one win under their belt. I mean, they got some talent. They play in a tough division, apparently, as does Pinecrest. Here we go. Toe meets leather. We are underway in the second half. High into a ring kick. It is fielded by Gresham. Gresham across the 25 down to the 27-yard line, and that is where Oglethorpe County will begin on offense.
Flag on the field.
There is a flag on the field. It's probably a block in the back. Most of the time it is on kickoff returns.
See what we've got here. Looks like it's going to be on.
Well, the ref.
No one as of yet.
Ref. Here we go.
Holding
it is
on Oglethorpe.
holding against Oglethorpe County. So a good start for Pinecrest Academy.
Terrence Mathis choosing to do it, the more traditional, old-school way. Boots the ball all the way to the to about the goal line. Grisham back there, the speedy little running back for Oglethorpe.
And I can understand that too, because if it doesn't work, then Oglethorpe County's got it. Got the ball at midfield, and the way they've been running the football with the Gresham brothers. Here we go. I formation. Looks like another quarterback keeper for Hellwig, Chase Hellwig.
Here they come out in that kind of bunch victory formation again with that quarterback keeper. Looks like they may have gotten a couple on that one.
And if you recall, back in the first quarter, Oglethorpe County was pinned back by Pinecrest down to their own 1-yard line, but they used some of those quarterback keeper bunch formation plays to push the ball all the way out to the 15. And then the next, I believe the very next play was that big 85-yard pass.
It's a three-play drive. They used the 2 quarterback keepers out of that little bunch formation to get them some breathing room out of the end zone, and they busted a run out for 85 yards.
Right. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 19, 11-13 to go in the third quarter. Patriots up to the line. Hellwig under center. George Gresham in the backfield. Hellwig hands it off to Gresham. Toss weak. Gresham trying to find running room on the right side. He can't find much of it as the defense for Pinecrest is stout. Number 25, Brooks Binkley in on the stop. Number 12, Mickey Mangum is in there. Number 81, David Stubbs. All these guys, a lot of these guys play 2 ways. There's only 34 people on the roster for Pinecrest Academy, so just about everybody plays 2 ways, offense and defense.
Yeah, defense followed Gresham the entire time there. Don't allow to speed a little back to get to hit that corner is where he was trying to head. Picked up 2 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 here. 3rd and 8. Let's see if they can stop him here for a 3.
3rd and 8 from the 21-yard line. Oglethorpe County with the football. 10-10 to go in the third quarter. We're just underway. 21-14 Patriots. Hellwig hands it off to Gresham, and he is stuffed right away by the Pinecrest defense.
They haven't had much success running the ball, through the middle, through the A gap and B gap tonight. Oglethorpe has. They've had all of their success
on the outside.
Getting to the outside, sealing that edge, getting the running back to the outside. They have had success with the quarterback sneak up the middle. We'll take it, though. Pinecrest with the 3 and out.
4th and 7.
Should get the ball a pretty good field position here, too.
Trent Noel's into punt. And back is DeFazio for Pinecrest Academy.
He's not back very far, though. He knows this kicker doesn't have very much of a leg.
DeFazio standing at the Oglethorpe 30-yard line. Oh, a bad snap, a bouncer. And there's the kick. A decent kick. It bounces across midfield, bounces across the 45, and it is going to land at the 41-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. So a decent punt by Trent Noels.
And Pinecrest didn't even send anybody back there. Wanting to make sure that, I guess they knew that they were going to get good field position anyway, just in case there was a little pooch punt or just a not a very effective punt. They haven't kicked the ball very far at all. both kickers for the Oglethorpe team.
Don't want to risk what happened in the first half with Ryan DeFazio sliding in to cover the football, but then losing it and then fumbling it. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. DeFazio, screen pass is dropped. Dropped by Patrick Sullivan.
Kind of a low toss there. Sullivan actually had it in his grips. Just kind of squipped out of there as he tried to take it upfield.
And number 61 for Oglethorpe County was ready to lay a knocker on him. So 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line for Pinecrest Academy. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. DeFazio waiting the snap, back to throw. He throws over towards the left, and it's a one-hopper, incomplete. Patrick Sullivan, the intended receiver. A.J. Watkins on the coverage.
So we're having a problem with overthrown passes in the first half. Now we've got 2 underthrown passes here to start the second half. 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10 from the 41. Let's see if Pinecrest can get a first down here. Important to get a good drive going to start the second half. They trail 21-14. So we'll have 3 receivers to the left. DeFazio back to throw. DeFazio throws. It's caught by Stubbs. Stubbs gets away. It actually does not get away as 2 or 3 Patriots are there on the stop. Number 5, Marcus Parker, in on the stop for Oglethorpe County. It's going to be 4th down.
They had 4 wide receivers out that time, ended up throwing to the tight end. These corners for Oglethorpe are giving these Pinecrest receivers a lot of space. If I were Terrence Mathis, I might be dialing up some more slants over the center of the field.
So Matthew Stone in to punt. And standing back for Oglethorpe County is Ty Patman, or T.Y. Patman. Here's the kick. Nice high end over kick. End over end kick. Nice bounce. Can Pinecrest get down there to down it? And it gets into the end zone. They are not able to down it at the 1-yard line, so it's going to be a touchback for Oglethorpe County.
Great kick there, kicking it away from the returner. Pinecrest just couldn't get down there in time to cover. Got a couple fingertips on it right as it crossed the line. It's going to be a touchback. No worries, though.
Ball at the 20-yard line. Oglethorpe County with the football and the lead, 21-14 here in the third quarter, 7:58 to go in the third quarter. Last game of the season for Pinecrest Academy, and last game for 5 seniors on this club. Unfortunately, Michael Barros is out of for the season with a hand injury. Boy, would he like to be playing tonight. A toss sweep to George Gresham. Gresham running up the outside, and he is tackled. Not much of a gain at all, maybe a loss. Good pursuit there by the Pinecrest defense. Stone Brown in on the stop.
Looks like it's going to be a loss of about 2.
Loss of 2. So let's call it 2nd
1.5.
and 12. Actually, 2nd and 11 from the 19. 21-14, Oglethorpe County leading Pinecrest Academy. 7:22 to go in the third. 2 receivers to the right for Chase Helwig. Helwig in shotgun. He gets the snap. He hands it off to Gresham, and Gresham is bottled up immediately. Stone Brown in on the play. Also Patrick Sullivan in on the stop.
Gets through there for a few yards. It's going to be a manageable 3rd down, it looks like, maybe a 3rd and 7 or so. Great job again by the Pinecrest defense. Looks like they're only going to give him 2 yards on that play.
They gave him 2 yards, so it's 3rd and 9 from the 21. Clock running, 6:46 to go in the third. 3rd and 9. Important 3rd down play here for the Paladins. They can get good field position if they can get a stop. 2 receivers to the right for Oglethorpe County. Chase Helwig in shotgun. He awaits the snap. Here it is. He throws over the middle, complete to number, it's dropped by number 14, T.Y. Patman. And he might have had green grass for miles.
He did at least have enough to pick up the first down there. He was looking upfield before he caught the ball. It was thrown right to him. It's a great throw as Patman was on a little kind of slant route over the middle of the field. No defenders there for Pinecrest. They got away with one there.
So Pinecrest will get the ball back.
Again, not sending anybody back to return the punt.
Noel's standing at his 15-yard line and waiting to punt. And it's another bouncer of a snap.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
blocked. The kick is blocked. It's picked up by a player for Oglethorpe County, George Gresham. He's tackled at the 27-yard line. And a dream situation here for Pinecrest Academy. They are going to have outstanding field position.
How about that for a miscue? You know, Pinecrest doesn't even send anybody back to defend the kick. They put everybody up on the line in an obvious punt block.
Well, that's the second bad snap by the snapper for Oglethorpe County, as it was a worm burner, if you will. So now the Paladins in business. DeFazio hands it off to Binkley, and we got to stop at your play. Flag on the play. It's, I'm guessing, false start against Pinecrest Academy. I hope not. Now some are saying illegal substitution here in the booth.
Trying to get up there and snap the ball before Oglethorpe's ready.
And it is going to go against Oglethorpe County, illegal substitution. And the ball is placed at the 9-yard line, ladies and gentlemen.
So Pinecrest gets up there, runs the play before Oglethorpe can get their guys in, get them with 12 men on the field.
First and goal from the 9. DeFazio hands it off to Binkley. Binkley up the middle. Binkley is tackled. Not sure he got much. No gain on the play, in fact. Second and, they say 2nd and 5.
I keep running
The ball is at the
Pinecrest
9-yard line, yet the scoreboard says 2nd and 5.
Yeah, they can pick up the first down if they get to the 5-yard line.
That's right, that's right. Okay, I see.
I
Second and
keep
5
running
for
the ball
10.
here if I'm them.
DeFazio back to throw. He's going to throw into the end zone, crossing pattern, touchdown, Paladins!
Nice. They end up going with that slant there right over the middle.
It's number 20, Peter Hoover with the touchdown reception. And the Paladins are 1 point away from tying the ball game once again.
Opting to go for the juggler there and instead of trying to get the first down, and it works out for him with a little slant play over the center for Hoover.
Connor Cecine on to attempt the extra point. Again, these are not always automatic. You got to focus on these things. Here's the hold. The kick is blocked. Blocked. That's the second blocked. That's the first blocked extra point of the season. That is the. There was a field goal attempt way back against Mount Perrin that was blocked. And just as I said, these things are not always automatic. A negative play happens as the kick is blocked by Oglethorpe County. It is 21-20. I couldn't see exactly who blocked the kick.
Somebody got a hand up there, you know, and didn't look like he was launching or anything like that. It was a clean block. 21-20.
It's still
game
good.
When the clock runs out in the fourth quarter.
It's still a good thing to get the touchdown, obviously,
Absolutely.
but you're still trailing 21-20. But
Defense with 2 stops now,
yes.
though. You know, that's the biggest thing about the play in this third quarter.
But that missed extra point, that blocked extra point, could loom big in this ball game.
See if this defense can come out and fire up another stop here.
Correct. Let's see if that happens. Connor Cecine to kick it off. 5:32 to go in the third quarter. 21-20, Oglethorpe County. Here's the kick. And a nice high kick in and out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback for the Patriots with 5:32 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching Paladin Football, Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the Pines. Pinecrest Academy scoring to make it 21-20. Now Oglethorpe County with the football. George Gresham has it. He breaks it into open field. Gresham at the 50, across midfield, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Oglethorpe County.
I'll tell you what, Oglethorpe knows how to answer, don't they?
They certainly do. Another 80-yard run by George Gresham. And just like that, it is 27-20. An 80-yard, that's his second touchdown of the game. He had an 85-yard run earlier. He just broke through the Pinecrest defense, and he was off to the races.
See how this extra point goes.
Noel's on for the extra point. No good. No good. So both teams struggling in special teams here with extra points.
Another low snap, almost snapped it directly into the ground. The holder had some trouble getting the ball up there.
You're correct. That's right. And I noticed the holder for Pinecrest Academy had some trouble getting the ball upright on Sassine's attempt. So special teams really coming into play here, becoming a very important factor. They say there's, 3 or 4 phases of the game. There's special teams, there's offense, there's defense.
4 if you want to throw coaching in there.
Coaching.
A lot of coaches might want to, especially when it comes to contract renegotiations.
You must be sound in the kicking game, and tonight both teams have not always been sound.
But hey, the botched extra point on this end, it's going to make it a 7-point ball game now, so we're 1 touchdown out.
Correct.
See if Pinecrest can go back down and answer. This might be a game that is determined by whoever has the ball last.
That's true. Yeah, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. 5:18 to go here in the third. Trent Noel is ready to kick it away. Ryan DeFazio and Colby Mangan, or actually Ryan DeFazio standing back. And they kick it short. It's picked up by Joey Kiernan, and he falls on it close to midfield.
About the 46-yard line, 47-yard line there, and he did the exactly what you're supposed to do. Oglethorpe tries another onside kick. Comes right to him, catches the ball, falls on it, doesn't try to advance it, you don't want to risk anything. You already got the ball in great field position. You've got the cover team bearing down on you, just hit the ground, recover the ball. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 46. DeFazio, toss sweep to Mangan. Mickey Mangan running across the 50, across the 45, across the 40, across the 35, and down around the 32-yard line. Nice run by Mickey Mangan.
That's a play you don't see too often. They started in the shotgun formation. Mangan actually takes off, takes a toss from the quarterback, and then just hits that edge. Was sealed up by the offensive line. That was about a 20-yard play.
They placed the ball at the 33-yard line, so 1st and 10 from the 33. DeFazio in shotgun, Binkley to his right. And they hand it off to Binkley. Binkley breaking a tackle, but he is tackled, and we got a flag on the play. Might be a face mask against Oglethorpe County. Let's see.
Pinecrest having some good luck running the ball out of the shotgun formation. Of course, when you line up in the shotgun, the other team automatically thinking pass. Not going to send too many rushers in.
It's against Pinecrest Academy. It's a hold.
So hold going to bring back that run. Going to be a 1st and 15 now.
So the ball placed at the 41-yard line of Oglethorpe County. DeFazio rolling towards his right. He's going to throw a long pass. He's got his man. Well, it looked like he had his man, but he did not. Peter Hoover was the intended receiver, but the ball was a bit away from him.
Hoover was out there. It looks like he might have run the wrong route. There was some miscommunication there. He was definitely open. Ball was just thrown in the opposite direction of which way he was running.
So let's try 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20 from the 41-yard line, 4:37 to go in the third quarter. It is 27-20 Oglethorpe County. We've seen just about everything in this game.
Hoover running like a slant route there. Should have been running a post.
Peter Hoover lining up to the far right, Ethan Massey to the far left. Here's DeFazio rolling towards his right, and he is going to be sacked. Oh, no, he gets away. DeFazio still on his feet, running up the middle, and he is brought down by number 61 of Oglethorpe County. He gets about a 6-yard gain, but he looked dead in the water in the 5 or 6 yards back behind the line of scrimmage, but he got away. So here's the pass from DeFazio on 3rd down. Long pass. It's going to be caught. No, it's not.
Looks like he had
Thought
it.
he had it. Patrick Sullivan, the intended receiver, looked like he had it for a moment in his hands, just could not hold on to it.
Looks like the play that was called 3 plays ago, how that was supposed to go. Wasn't as open. He actually had 2 defenders around him, but the ball was nicely thrown. He went up in the air to get it, couldn't come down with it.
So it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 21. Matt Stone into punt. And T.Y. Patman back to receive. And here's the punt from Stone. He's going to try to pin him in the corner, and the ball goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Very nice punt by Matthew Stone.
That is exactly what you want to do when you're punting the ball from midfield. Pin them back as far back as you can. Of course, they didn't have great results last time they did that to this Oglethorpe team. But you always want to start them as far back as you can. They're going to start the ball backed up against their own end zone at the 5-yard line.
So the Patriots are going to start from their own 5-yard line. Actually, the ball is placed at the 6. So 1st and 10 from the 6, 3:53 to go in the 3rd quarter, 27-20, Oglethorpe County. 2 missed extra points. An extra point by Pinecrest Academy was blocked, and then an extra point after a touchdown by Oglethorpe was missed. Chase Hellwig under center. George Gresham in motion. Hellwig hands it off to Quay Gresham. Quay Gresham is tackled right away. Nice tackle. Good pursuit by the Pinecrest defense. They've done a better job in corralling the run.
Picks up 4 on the play. Let's call it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 for Oglethorpe County. 4 yards gained on the play. So 2nd and 6 from the 10 for the Patriots. They lead it 27-20. Both teams searching for their first win. I formation for Oglethorpe County. Hellwig under center. And toss sweep to George Gresham, and he is 8 up right away. Nice defense there.
Looks like he might have gotten close to a 1st down. Also a flag on the field.
Let's check the flag. Stone Brown in on the play for
to the
Pinecrest
outside.
Academy.
See what we've got here.
And that's a hold going against the Patriots.
Hold against Oglethorpe
Bring him
County.
back.
Push him back.
So in a play where they might have picked up the first down, it's going to come back on a hold. Should be 2nd and 11 here.
Five-yard penalty against Oglethorpe County with 3:01 to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 11. Ball's going to be pushed back to the 5-yard line, the original line of scrimmage, after the punt by Matthew Stone. Pinecrest needs a stop here. Hellwig under center. Gresham in the backfield. The toss to Gresham. Gresham gets a few yards. He's tripped up at around the 15.
That's Gresham going to fall forward for a couple yards. Looks like going a couple, gets about 6. It's going to be
So the
3rd and
ball
5.
is at the 16-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 16. Big 3rd down here for Pinecrest Academy. Hellwig under center. And he's back to throw. He's going to throw a long pass over the middle. It is broken
Oh,
up
nice play.
by Brooks Binkley. Nice play by Binkley to break up that pass. T.Y. Patman was the intended receiver.
Perfect positioning by Binkley there. Plays the ball the entire time, knocks the ball down.
So it is 4th and 5, Bo Johnson.
Great job by the Pinecrest defense on that one. You know, so that's 3 out of 4 stops. Unfortunately, the one stop they did not make was a one-play drive to the house.
It's been an adventure for special teams for Oglethorpe County. Some bad snaps here. Let's see what happens. And this one a decent snap. Here comes DeFazio. Almost got it. As Knowles gets the punt away, it bounces
Don't even think about it.
across the 40.
Oh, man.
You got to be kidding
wow.
me. You got to be kidding me. And now we got a little chippiness.
Well, it looks like Mickey Mangan, I have no idea why he was even that close to the ball.
I have no idea why any green shirt was close to the ball there.
Tried to pick up the ball before it was down by Oglethorpe and make a play out of it, and kind of muffs it with 3 Oglethorpe defenders right around him.
You just can't do that.
Trying a little bit too hard there to make something happen.
These are the
Oglethorpe's gonna
things
get the ball
that
back.
lose you
Yep.
ball games. So now the defense, thinking the offense was going to get the ball back, have to go back out onto the field.
The big thing there is you have the ball already on the Oglethorpe 46-yard line. Oh, so maybe he did recover it.
Okay, we do have the football. For a second, I thought we didn't. I thought it was Oglethorpe's ball.
Maybe he recovered at the bottom of that
Okay,
scrum
we
there.
do have the ball. Toss sweep to Mickey Mangum. Mickey Mangum up the sidelines, and he is forced out of bounds at around the 36-yard line.
Going to be close to a first down there, kind of making up for that almost muff play there.
I thought for a second that a Pinecrest player tried to get the ball and then fumbled it, just like DeFazio did.
That's exactly what happened. He just
People in the
must have-
booth here were saying, "What in the world's
Yeah.
going on? What
He
are they
just-
doing?"
He must have come up with it at the bottom of that scrum there.
At any rate, we avoid disaster. It is 2nd and 2 from the 38 of Oglethorpe County. Paladins trailing 27-20. 1:19 to go into third. A lot of time. I formation for the Paladins. They give the ball to Mickey Mangan. Mangan up the middle. He is across the 35-yard
Late
line.
flag.
We got a flag here. Might it be a face mask against Oglethorpe County? Or might it be wishful thinking on my part?
Looks like they're going to give him the first down
It is against Oglethorpe County.
and more.
Not sure what
Looks
they.
like it might have been unsportsmanlike
Huge
contact.
penalty.
They just marked off 15 yards.
15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, or personal foul, whatever you want
One
to
of the
call
two.
it, against Oglethorpe County.
You were commenting on the chippiness earlier. It might have come back to bite Oglethorpe there.
And you know, you're 0-9. You've got talent.
Yep.
These are the things that this is why you're 0-9. It's things like this. So Pinecrest has the ball deep in the red zone here. DeFazio back to throw. DeFazio looking. He's going to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Intercepted by number 10. That's Blake Tuck. Blaine Tuck with the interception for Oglethorpe County.
Looking for Ethan Massey in the end zone there, going for it all.
Unfortunate turn of events for Pinecrest Academy. They get a big break on a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Oglethorpe County, moving the ball inside the 10-yard line just about. But an interception by DeFazio gives the ball back over to Oglethorpe County. Hellridge hands the ball off to Gresham. Gresham breaks the tackle. And he is down close to the 35-yard line. George Gresham. Did we have another flag?
Looks looks like they're going to give him the first down again. Gresham, man.
Well, Gresham gets the first down. 53 seconds, 1st and 10 from the 19. Oglethorpe County has the football after Ryan DeFazio's interception. And are they going to wait for the quarter to end? They're going to get one play off here, it looks like. Well, now the ref blows the whistle to stop play. We have a timeout on the field. Timeout on the field, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is 27-20, Oglethorpe County over Pinecrest Academy. Things just keep going back and forth and back and forth.
Been a very entertaining game thus far.
Yes, it has been. It truly has been an entertaining game. But you want it so badly for these Pinecrest kids. They thought they had it last week, but were not able to finish, just could not hold on against St. Francis, and they're in the same situation here. Down 27-20, 30 seconds to go in the third. A lot of time left, still have a whole quarter left. But you get a big break from an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Oglethorpe. You have the ball deep in their territory, poised to score. Unfortunately, Ryan DeFazio's pass was intercepted by Blaine Tuck. Here we go, 30 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the 29 for the Patriots.
Back to the action. 1st and 10 for the Patriots from the 29-yard line.
Hellwich in shotgun. George Gresham to his right. The handoff to Gresham. Gresham is bottled up. He's still on his feet.
Wow.
Still on his feet. This is Quay Gresham, and now Quay Gresham is being pushed backwards, but he's going to get about 5 or 6 yards on that carry. The Gresham brothers just wreaking havoc on the Pinecrest defense.
Haven't really had much of an answer for either one of them thus far in this game.
No, they really haven't. As the clock ticks down to end the third quarter, we have reached the end of the third quarter. It is Oglethorpe County 27, Pinecrest Academy 20. We're going to take a break. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the pines where Oglethorpe County leads Pinecrest Academy 27-20. Oglethorpe County at 0-9, trying for their first win of the season. Pinecrest at 1-8, trying for their first win on the field. We'll get to that later. Start of the fourth quarter. Chase Hellwig. Great tackle by number 52, Nolan Stafford.
Got him out shoelace there.
Yes, shoelace tackle on George Gresham. Tackles him for a loss. Nolan Stafford playing in his final game. He's a senior. 2nd and 5 from the 34. Patriots have the ball at their own 34-yard line. Again, they lead it 27-20, started the fourth quarter. Two receivers to the left for Oglethorpe County. Hellwig under center. Gresham in the backfield. Back to throw is Hellwig. Hellwig rolls towards his left. He throws. Pass is caught by George Gresham. Gresham across the 50. Gresham across the 40. Breaks another tackle, and he is pushed out of bounds at around the 30-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. Another big play by George Gresham.
Broke like 5 tackles coming up the sideline on the near side over here. Looks like he almost stepped out around the 40. Was not the case.
So the ball at the 35-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. Quay Gresham and George Gresham, two brothers, two very good backs. Again, I'm surprised this team is 0-9. I would think they would have won at least one game by now with this talent. But they play in a very tough division, as does Pinecrest. Here we go. Helwig under center. And they have a wildcat formation. They give it to Quay Gresham. And Quay Gresham gets maybe 3 yards. Ryan DeFazio in on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for Oglethorpe County from the Pinecrest 35. I feel this is a very, very important defensive stop or defensive series for Pinecrest Academy, Bo.
Into the 4th quarter now. Put up or shut up time.
Gresham in motion. They hand off to George Gresham. George Gresham up the middle. And he is close to the 25.
Got a few yards on that play.
They're going to put the ball at around the 27-yard line. Let's call it 3rd and...
Fake the ball to one Gresham, give it to the other.
3rd
Gresham.
and
Picks
2.
up about 4 yards. 3rd and 2 here. Pretty manageable. Let's see if they can get the stop.
3rd and 2 from the 27. 2 receivers to the right. Helwig in shotgun. Patman in motion. They're going to toss sweep. Well, they're going to stop play. Flag on the play. Looks like maybe movement on the offensive line of Oglethorpe County.
It's gonna be a false start. Trying to fake the jet sweep there and then just hand the ball to the running back. Didn't look like Pinecrest was fooled by the jet sweep.
That's going to push the Patriots back 5 yards. So let's call it 3rd and 7. Ball at the 32-yard line. 27-20, Oglethorpe County leads Pinecrest Academy. 9:20 to go in the game. Helwig under center. Gresham the lone setback. Helwig back to throw. Helwig, he's hit as he throws. The ball is up, and Mickey Mangan had a chance to get an interception. Couldn't quite get to it.
Hit as he was thrown there. Ball goes straight up in the air. Pinecrest almost comes away with a nice interception there. Regardless of that, it's 4th down. They should get the ball here, pending a punt or a fake punt or a squib punt. Let's hope that if the ball that is not fair caught or caught, that there are no green jerseys anywhere to be found near it.
And let's hope there are no silly penalties on the part of Pinecrest Academy. Discipline is at all importance here. They are going to go for it. 4th and 7 from the 32. And now we got a timeout by Oglethorpe County. Oglethorpe County taking a timeout. While we have a timeout, I want to remind you that Pinecrest Academy is a private pre-K through 12 college preparatory Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking while offering personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. Call us today at 770-888-4477 to schedule a visit to Pinecrest, or you can visit our website, www.pinecrestacademy.org, to learn more about our award-winning school. We saw at halftime one of the seniors, a lacrosse player, headed to Occidental University out in Pasadena, California. That is not a school for dummies.
Absolutely not.
That's up there around up to the league of Harvard and Yale and Princeton, places like that. So this is a great school, Pinecrest Academy.
See what Oglethorpe does here. Looks like they're going to come out and go for it again.
4th and 7 from the 32 for Oglethorpe County.
This could be a game-changing play right here.
George Gresham in the backfield. Helwig under center. Helwig back to throw. Helwig looking. Now he's going to be sacked. He's going to be brought down by Patrick Sullivan. Also in on the play is, I believe it was Stone Brown.
Pinecrest showed blitz there, brought the pressure. Quarterback only had about 3 seconds to make up his mind, and the cornerbacks did their job over here on the near side of the field as they sent 2 receivers up towards the end zone. Corners covered the receivers up. Pinecrest gets in there for the sack. Great play.
So the ball at the
Turnover
35-yard line of Pinecrest Academy, turnover on downs. They get the football with 9 minutes to go in the game. They trail 27-20. Now is the time for the offense to click. Sullivan in motion. DeFazio going to keep it. DeFazio on the quarterback keeper. DeFazio across midfield. And tackled around the 49-yard line. Nice run by Ryan DeFazio.
Gave him a read option play there. DeFazio decides to pull it down and keep it. Rushes for 16 yards. Cuts out across the middle of the field. Nice start to this drive.
16-yard gain for Ryan DeFazio and the Pinecrest Academy offense. 1st and 10 from the 49. 8:44 to go in the game. They trail 27-20. 3 receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. And look, what do we have here? And there's 2 flags on the play. One is against Oglethorpe. So 1 penalty is against Oglethorpe County. Actually, both penalties are against Oglethorpe County. Both against the Patriots. And that's going to give Pinecrest Academy some big-time yardage.
Nothing wrong with free yards.
Another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Oglethorpe County. You know,
I think that unsportsmanlike might have been on their bench.
Unsportsmanlike on the sideline. So that puts the ball all the way to the 34-yard line of Oglethorpe County. And they've just ejected one of the coaches of Oglethorpe County.
Looks like a coach might have gotten the ear of the referee there.
DeFazio in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. And the official is trying to tell the coach, you have to leave. Hit the road jack.
That means leave the field.
Leave the field.
Ejected.
And I think leave the premises.
Head to the locker room. Go take you a shower.
Ref is still talking to one of the coaches, or 2 refs over there. It's really a shame. I covered it. Go ahead. I covered a game when I was with the Albany Herald between Doherty and Albany High Schools. Neither team had good seasons. In fact, one of those teams was winless, just like Oglethorpe. And I had never seen so many personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conducts in my life. And I said to myself, this is why these 2 teams are.
Oh, wow. So the Oglethorpe coach is that the one that was ejected, is now trying to climb up into the booth. Play has resumed.
DeFazio with a long touchdown pass. A touchdown. Peter Hoover with the catch. Ryan DeFazio to Peter Hoover for the touchdown. A 34-yard pass. DeFazio to Hoover. And the Paladins are within 1.
So in a crazy series of events here, a coach gets booted off of the Oglethorpe coaching staff, tries to climb up in the opposite booth, falls off the ladder. I'm not sure if he was trying to hand somebody something, crashes to the ground as play resumes.
What a bizarre sequence of events. Now they're going to go for 2? They're going to go for 2. Here's DeFazio with it. Did he get in?
Yeah, there you go. They got
yes,
3-point
he got in.
So Pinecrest knowing the fact this could come down to the last possession, go ahead and punches in the 2-point conversion there to make it an 8-point game.
That was
Oh,
the
they were down-
touchdown.
they were down on the 1 yard line.
Okay, okay. The pass play was down at the 1 yard line. It looked to me like he had
Looked
gotten
like
in
he got in.
from our vantage point. But nevertheless, DeFazio scores on the quarterback keeper and a hesitation on the kicker. They do get the extra point this time, and so the ball game is tied. A bizarre sequence of events. You have a coach for Oglethorpe County who has been ejected. He tries to climb up into the booth. He falls. And then as that's happening, get back to the game, DeFazio throws a 33-yard pass to Peter Hoover. We both thought he
Looked like
got
he
into the
scored
end
on
zone.
that one.
We both thought he got into the end zone. He's
Still
tackled at
trying
the
to-
1 yard
Still
line.
trying to kind of check out what was going on in the opposite booth over there.
We're thinking they're going for 2, when in actuality, DeFazio scores on a quarterback keeper from the 1, making it 27-26. The extra point by Sassine is good. We are tied at 27-27 with 8:17 to go in the game. What a ball game on senior night between the Pines.
So the coach makes it up into the opposite side booth, now climbing down. Still hasn't left the field. Referee over there saying something to him again.
I
now
think
he's
that's
headed,
him. Yeah, there he is. I
headed
see
to
him.
the showers. And there's a flag again.
Another flag. I wonder if that's the head coach or one of the assistants.
They just got him again with another unsportsmanlike conduct on the same coach, who is now leaving the field of play. Wow.
What a way to dig your own grave. If, in fact,
Unfortunately,
Oglethorpe
they're
loses
gonna
this
take,
game.
take these yards off on the kickoff. So for Sassine, this is not going to be hard for him to kick it out of the end zone, which I guess is what he should do.
I wonder, now that Sassine is kicking from the 45-yard line, I wonder if they might try an onside kick here.
Might not be a bad call.
Again, I do think Coach Mathis is going to play it safe here. Too much has already happened. Here we go. And Sassine kicks it away, and it goes in and out of the end zone. Going to be a touchback for Oglethorpe County.
That was almost a field goal there, as he kicks it in the parking lot almost, over there by the tailgaters.
But the Paladins respond after Oglethorpe County scores to make it 27-20. A 33-yard pass play from Ryan DeFazio to Peter Hoover. Peter Hoover taken out at the 1 yard line. Then DeFazio scores on the quarterback keeper. The extra point is good, and we are tied once again. Now, it is ultra important for the Pinecrest defense to stop the running game here and not give up any more big plays.
Big series here from the
Big
defense.
plays,
Gotta
big
get a
series.
stop.
Here's a toss sweep. It's to number 14, no, excuse me, yes, it's number 14, T.Y. Patman, and he is brought down at around the 15.
Good job there by the Oglethorpe defense, staying with Patman as he comes to the
He
comes
loses-
across the field on the jet sweep. Do not fake it this time.
He lost a yard on the play.
Nice.
Fans getting excited.
As I'm sure you can hear.
Ball placed at the 19-yard line. 7:40 to go in the game. 27-27, tie ball game. Hellwig in shotgun. Patman in motion. They give the ball to George Gresham. George Gresham is going nowhere.
So they fake another jet sweep there. It almost looks like the running back wasn't where he was supposed to be. Quarterback turns around to hand the ball off. Kind of twirls around and gets tackled there.
So no gain on the play. Clock
Big third
ticking.
down already.
7:08, 7:07. 3rd and 11 for Oglethorpe County from their own 19. Hellwig shotgun. Back to throw. Here comes Sullivan. Sullivan's going to sack him down into the 3-yard line. Sullivan
Huge
broke
play
out a
there.
great play. Sullivan broke out of Folsom Prism and got to Hellwig and sacked him down at the 3.
Great play there by the defense.
It's what they call a jailbreak.
As Oglethorpe's now going to have to punt out their own end zone, which is already difficult enough. But we know that the kicker doesn't have a whole lot of leg also. Let's see if they can get in there and block this punt for a safety possibly. They do have a returner back.
Trent Knowles,
At the 40.
the punter. And they've had some bad snaps here. Here's the snap. It's a good snap. Here's the punt. It's a low liner. It's going to bounce,
Stay
away from it. It goes to the 49 of Pinecrest Academy, but that's okay.
That's great field position.
Coming
off a huge defensive stop, ending in a big sack there, down by the end zone.
So a jailbreak sack by Patrick Sullivan, forcing 4th down and forcing a punt and giving Pinecrest Academy great field position at their own 49-yard line. Tie ball game, 27-27, 5:58 to go here in the game. Oglethorpe County 0-9. Pinecrest Academy 1-8.
Got
Again,
a barn burner going on
exactly. Again, that one win was given to them by the GHSA. Sullivan in motion. And they hand the ball off to Brooks Binkley. Binkley across midfield, and he is tackled down close to the 45-yard line. And they're going to place the ball at the 47.
For about a 5-yard line or 4 or 5-yard line.
About a 5-yard gain, so it should be 2nd and 5 from the 47. Clock running at 5:26. 2 receivers to the right. DeFazio in shotgun. Stubbs in motion. Back to, he hands the ball off to Binkley. Binkley is stopped at about the 45, maybe a gain of 2.
Gets tackled by the foot there. Binkley's still down. Looks like his ankle might have gotten turned a little bit there by the defender that tackled him. Let's see, he's going back to the huddle, not coming off the field. Now he is. Kind of hobbling off, but he's jogging off the field.
3rd and 4 from the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, he was that one shoestring grab by the defender that was on the ground is the only thing stopping him from scoring on that play.
Yep, shoestring's touchdown saving tackle by the Oglethorpe defender. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. DeFazio in shotgun, back to throw. DeFazio throws. It's caught by Stubbs. David Stubbs breaks another tackle across the 20, across the 10, across the 5. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Pinecrest Academy. David Stubbs with a 45-yard touchdown run after catch, and the Paladins take the lead.
Great job there by Stubbs, breaking tackles, used a spin move to break the first couple ones. Almost lost his footing right around the 5-yard line, regains it, scores on the play. Great score by Pinecrest here.
33-27, Paladins in the lead. 4:20 to go. We await the extra point. It is up. It is good. So with 4:20 to go here on senior night between the Pines, Pinecrest Academy is up 34-27. 4 minutes and 20 seconds away from their first real victory.
Absolutely. First lead of the game for
First
Pinecrest also.
lead of the game for Pinecrest. All they got to do is just keep it tight on defense, contain the running game here. No silly penalties. Oglethorpe County has shot themselves in the foot. Oglethorpe County has shot themselves in the legs.
Now you need to, if you're Terrence Mathis, you need to get with your defense, make sure that they are calm and still in this game here.
Exactly.
They can't afford to give up any big runs on this next series.
Exactly.
By Oglethorpe. Still got over 4 minutes left in the game. They haven't won it yet.
No, that's right. But you've got three unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. A coach has been ejected for Oglethorpe County.
Fell out of a treehouse.
Now Connor Sassine about to kick it away.
And he still has not even left the premises as he's down there in the corner of the end zone, kind of hiding in the trees.
Here's the kick, high end over end kick, and it's fielded by Patman. Patman across the 5. And he is gang tackled at about the 18-yard line. And do we have a flag? We do have a flag. Now, normally on kickoff returns and punt returns, you at least I have noticed it's a block in the back.
Yeah, most of the time it is. And it can be anywhere from a touch on a shoulder pad to an actual pushing a defender down as you're running the ball upfield, and they have to change directions kind of.
I was mentioning to you earlier, I was covering a game between Doherty and Albany High School down in South Georgia, and both teams had terrible records. Both teams had a lot of talent, but there were so many personal foul penalties and unsportsmanlike conduct. You could tell why those teams were 0 whatever what their records were.
And that'll do it to you.
Yes. So 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Oglethorpe has the football. Helwig throws over the middle. Oh, no, another big play. This is to Ty Patman, and Ty Patman is off to the races. He's gone. 10-5, touchdown, Oglethorpe County.
Do a flag on the play back at the 50-yard line.
There is a flag on the play, indeed, at the 50-yard line. And preliminary indication is a block in the back after the reception.
Looked like it might have been Mangan pushed down around the 50-yard line.
Oh, no, they're going to wave the flag off. The touchdown stands.
Oglethorpe celebrating on the field. It was a nice touchdown, but you haven't won anything yet. It only takes 9 seconds off the clock. Still 4 minutes left.
It is 34-33, but again, we talked about it over and over again, giving up big plays. A slant route over the middle to T.Y. Patman, and he had nothing but miles of green grass ahead of him.
Came right in over the blitz. Linebackers blitzing in for Pinecrest. I think they sent the house. Oglethorpe lined up like they were going for a run there.
So Trent Noels to kick the extra point, and these are not automatic, as we have seen. Here's the kick. It is up. It's good. So we are tied once again, 34-34 with 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the Pines. What a ball game tonight. We've seen just about everything. It is 34-34, tie ball game between Pinecrest Academy and Oglethorpe County. A big, let's call it an 85-yard score. Chase Helwig to T.Y. Patman to tie the game for Oglethorpe County as the Patriots are about to kick it away. It's going to drop. DeFazio's going to pick it up. He's going to run with it. DeFazio still running, trying to find running room. A flag is thrown in. And this is probably going to be a block in the back against Pinecrest Academy.
See what we got
But let's see. We've seen 2 extra points missed, 1 blocked, 1 missed on a bad snap. We've seen a coach ejected. We've seen a coach, that same coach, fall out of the booth on the opposite side of the field. That coach is still on the sidelines. He's not, I don't know what the rules are, but usually they're supposed to leave the premises.
At least go to the locker room.
At least go to the locker room.
We've seen about 4 or 5 onside kicks.
Yes.
A couple pooch punts.
We've seen all kinds of penalties. Here we go. 3:53 to go. 1st and 10 from their own 10. Pinecrest Academy with the football. DeFazio in shotgun. DeFazio. He's eludes a snap, eludes a defender. DeFazio going to throw, and his pass is incomplete. Ethan Massey was barely in the area.
Now there's a late flag.
Yeah, hopefully that's not intentional grounding.
Well, there was a receiver in the area. It was a great job to get rid of the ball. Did look like he'd escaped the box as the and that's what they're flagging. Now I don't know if I agree with this. It looked like he escaped the box as he was eluding the tackle. There was a receiver on the sidelines.
Well, it is intentional grounding. And that's a unfortunate thing for Pinecrest Academy. Now it's going to be 2nd and 8, 2nd and 10 from the 8. 3:45 to go. I thought it was intentional grounding when there was nobody there initially. Ethan Massey ran over there at the last minute, probably to try and nullify that penalty. Any rate, 2nd and 10 from the 8. Back to throws DeFazio. DeFazio in the end zone. DeFazio now runs towards his right. DeFazio's got running room across the 5, across the 20. DeFazio.
Flag on the field before he took off. Could be a hold.
So another flag. And
oh, did he step out of the back of the end zone? They're signaling safety.
Oh, my goodness.
But what was the flag for, I'm wondering now.
So they have signaled safety as DeFazio stepped out of the end zone. If you do that, that's a safety against you. And on top of it, a holding penalty.
That's
So
unfortunate right there.
Really unfortunate sequence of events.
Took about a 7-step drop when he could only take 6.
You got the intentional grounding penalty and then the safety as DeFazio stepped out of the end zone. Got to know where you are on the field, but that's easier said than done when you got people breathing down your neck and you're running for your life, trying to get rid of the football. So it is 36-34 Oglethorpe County, and to make things worse, they are going to get the football. So Pinecrest is going to have to kick this one away to Oglethorpe County with 3:34 to go in the game.
So we're being told here by our scoring judge that he didn't step out of the back of the end zone. He was inside the 1-yard line with a holding call. You can't go back any farther.
I see. And a holding call in the end zone is a safety. So at any rate, it is 36-34 Oglethorpe County, 3:34 to go in the game. And Sassine teeing it up. Back to receive is T.Y. Patman and George Gresham. They have both been murder on Pinecrest Academy tonight. And it's a low line drive bouncer of a kick, and it's fielded by Gresham. Gresham runs with it. He is across midfield. He keeps going. He's into Pinecrest territory and down at around the 33-yard line of Pinecrest Academy.
All right, so here's where the mettle of this defense is going to be tested. Oglethorpe's going to get the ball on Pinecrest's 33-yard line to start. Up by 2 points, 36-34, 3 minutes left in the fourth. Got to get a stop here.
Must get a stop, absolute must. 3:24 to go in the game. Timeout on the field is Terrence Mathis trying to rally his troops. The Pinecrest Academy defense has shown that they can get stops. They've shown that in this game, and they've shown that in previous games. Unfortunately, they've also shown they can give up big plays, and they've done that as well.
And that intentional grounding safety hold play just adds to the bizarre series of events that have happened in this fourth quarter.
Yes, absolutely.
Halloween was not quite done yet.
Nope. Here we go. 3:34 to go in the game. Oglethorpe County with the football at the Pinecrest 33. Time for the defense to make a play. Chase Helwig in shotgun formation. George Gresham to his right, 2 receivers to the right for Oglethorpe County. Here's the inside handoff to Quay Gresham. Quay Gresham pushing the pile. He continues to push the pile. And goodness, he may have gotten about 3 or 4 yards on that. Pinecrest claiming a fumble. They recovered a fumble, but
I think they had already blown the whistle.
Ref blew him down. Said he was down. Down by contact. So 5 yards gained by Quay Gresham on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 28. And if I'm Oglethorpe County, I just run the football.
I mean, if you can get pile pushing runs like that one every time, of course, man. And clock continues to tick.
2:38. Clock ticking here in the 4th on senior night between the Pines. Gresham in the backfield. Helwich hands it off to George Gresham. Gresham is stopped right away. Looked like he did not gain anything.
No gain on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 now. Great stop by the defense.
2:17 to go. Does
See if
Terrence?
they can get another one.
They have 3 timeouts. Does Pinecrest Academy? Oglethorpe has 1. 2:07. There's no 2-minute warning. That's only in the NFL. And why they have it, I have no idea. Now below, it's 1:50 to go. Helwig is going to keep it. Helwig breaks the tackle. Helwig. And he is way
forward for a first down there.
Way
they had
down
him.
into, they did have him exactly. But Helwig falls close to the 20. There's a flag on the play. Surprise, surprise.
Now it's time to start burning those timeouts if you're Terrence Mathis. If they did indeed pick up this first down, clock will stop with that.
Illegal chop block against Oglethorpe
Oglethorpe.
County.
What a break for Pinecrest there.
Big break. What is that, a 10-yard penalty? 15-yard penalty. Illegal chop block. That's a block below the belt, if I'm correct.
From behind.
From behind.
So this is going to be about a 3rd and 20 here.
So 3rd and 20. Got to be careful not to give up any big plays here. Got to contain, set the edge, contain gap integrity.
Yeah, I'm sending my defensive backs back about 10, 15 yards. You can't let Oglethorpe run the clock though here.
You think Terrence Mathis should call a timeout here? He's letting a lot of time run off the clock. He does finally call a timeout with a minute 24.
Run off the clock though.
So they call a timeout with a minute 24 to go in the game. A big, big play here. 3rd and 22 for Oglethorpe County. Big chance for Pinecrest Academy to get the ball back. And all they need is a field goal. And Sassine has the leg and the accuracy for that. Partner, it's been an unbelievably bizarre and exciting game.
It's been a crazy second half, actually. I mean, the first half, there were a lot of miscues. It was kind of crazy, too. Pooch kicks and onside kicks and fumbled snaps and missed kicks. And then in the second half, it's just been a tale of just weirdness, kind of. With safeties and intentional groundings and coaches falling out of
coaches getting ejected and then trying to. And that coach is still here, I think.
He's still down there kind of chilling in the back of the end zone. Doesn't quite know what the term ejection
I see him
means.
down there. I see him.
He could still be coaching the game via smartphone.
Well, here we go. And quarterback keeper for Helwig.
Yeah, hey, that was
stop the clock. He's run out of bounds.
Great play for Pinecrest as they had nobody back in the backfield there, or at least no secondary backed up to prevent any long passes.
So 4th and I think there were 5 yards on the play.
Still going to be 4th and long here.
Snap it up's going to be number 32, Levi Coward.
All right, let's see what they do here.
So Mickey Mangan standing back to receive the punt here. Here's the punt from Trent Noels.
Oh,
And it's a
there.
short
Straight
punt,
up in the air.
straight up in the air. Ball bounces, and it takes a Patriot bounce all the way down
Looks like it went out about
close to the
15 or so.
12-yard line. Not good field position for Pinecrest Academy. With a minute to go in the game here,
So
actually
I
a
was going to say it was
minute
out at the
08.
16. Yeah, that was a heck of a Oglethorpe bounce there. All right, minute 8 left.
Minute 8 left.
Fortunately, all they need is a
Needs the
field
field
goal
goal.
to win this game. Should still have 2 timeouts left.
They still have three. Well, the scoreboard says 3. Now, did he take one of his 2 timeouts? He must have. Okay, here we go. 2 receivers to the right. DeFazio in shotgun formation. DeFazio going to roll towards his right. He's going to throw a long pass. It is caught! It is caught by Peter Hoover across the 40. Got to get out of bounds. He's tackled down at the 30-yard line. Terrence Mathis has to call a timeout here.
Yeah, it was too long of a play to go no huddle there. You would have burned about another 10 seconds off the clock.
He does
play gets
call
him all the way down to the 30-yard line, though.
He does call a timeout with 57 seconds left. Well, no, he doesn't. Or does? I mean, the clock is stopped.
Yeah, the clock stops for the first down.
Okay, clock
gonna
stops
line
for
up
the
on
first
ball.
down. DeFazio back to pass. He's going to roll towards his right. DeFazio running. He continues to run, and he is forced out of bounds near the 20-yard line. 48 seconds to go now. 48.8 seconds. It's a gain of 3.
Short
so
gain, but
second
he got out of bounds.
7.
They are getting close to being in field goal range. I would imagine they'd have to be right at about the 20-yard line or so. That would make it a 37-yard kick for the big leg of Cecine.
DeFazio's got to be careful with the football here. 2nd and 8 from the 28. DeFazio waiting the snap in shotgun formation. And we've got a stoppage of play. Oh my goodness, a dead ball foul. Was it off false start? It's against Pinecrest Academy. So now 2nd and 13, 48.8 seconds to go.
Now you've got several members of the student section inching closer to the front of the stands here as if they may be
ready to charge the field.
Ready to charge the field here.
Would not surprise me. Here we go, 2nd and 13 from the 33. DeFazio rolling towards his left. DeFazio now stops. DeFazio is going to be sacked down at the 40. Now you got to call timeout. And they do call their final timeout.
So it's going to be a 3rd and long here. Looks like they lost about a 3rd and 20 here.
Should be 3rd and 20.
Right at a 3rd and 20.
They do call a timeout. Now Cecine has an excellent leg. Of course, on the kickoff tee, he can kick it in and out of the end zone.
So you need 20 yards to get it to the 20-yard line. Now that's that's about a 37-yard field goal, which is tough for most high school kickers. Cecine's got a pretty good leg here. Maybe he can make it from beyond that. You got to think you're going for the field goal here. You can't have an incompletion. Thinking a sideline pass. Still got a timeout left. Or was that the final timeout?
Well, the scoreboard says the PA guy said he took his final timeout.
Yes. That was final. They had 0. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 3rd and 20 from from the Oglethorpe 40. Patrick Sullivan in motion. DeFazio screen pass to Brooks Binkley. Binkley across the 40, across the 35, across the 30. He's out of bounds at around the 31. Clock stops at 38.3 seconds.
Player goes out of bounds right at about 32, 33-yard line. 31, is it? 32-yard line. That'll make it a 49-yard field goal
And
on a 4th and 12.
He's not going to. Let's see what they do.
Bringing
Connor
Sassine off for a
Sassine is coming
49-yarder.
onto the field
Here we
to
go.
attempt a 49-yard field goal to win the game for Pinecrest Academy.
What college did we say that Sassine was going to again?
I'm not sure. That was a lacrosse player who was
Well,
going
I'm
to
saying if you make a
Occidental.
49-yard field goal
Here we go.
to win a game in high school.
To win the game. We await the snap. Here's the snap, and the ref blows the whistle. Timeout called by Oglethorpe County. They want to ice Sassine. 37.9 seconds to go.
Now, keeping in mind that this play will probably only take 6 or 7 seconds, will still be about 30 seconds should he make the kick for Oglethorpe, who is now out of timeouts also. So you give the kickoff in there. You know, you're looking at them having maybe 25 seconds on the other side of this, so it's not going to be quite over yet. Let's hope these students don't get too rowdy and get a flag thrown on them.
Especially with the amount of big plays that the Paladins have given up here. What a ball game. 37.9 seconds to go. Connor Sassine, perhaps the biggest field goal in his career, upcoming here, the biggest field goal attempt. 49 yards to win the game for Pinecrest Academy. Here we go. Here's the snap upcoming. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. Kick is blocked.
And it's blocked. County's trying to fall on it. If they get it.
And Oglethorpe County is saying they have it.
Oglethorpe County is going to be short of the first down anyway. And Oglethorpe County is going to take over.
And Oglethorpe County is going to take over, and that's going to be the ball game.
That's going to be the ball game. No timeouts on either side yet. All they're going to have to do is kneel on the ball once, really, and run the clock here. Unfortunate, this kick was blocked. What an exciting game, though, partner. This has been definitely a good one to call.
Yes, this was an exciting game. You hate to have to end it this way. These boys have fought so hard all year, and this is the second field goal, to my knowledge, that's been blocked this year. An extra point has been blocked, and the seconds are going to tick down, and a very, very key play in this game, an intentional grounding call against Ryan DeFazio back in the end zone, back near the end zone.
Then a hold.
And then a hold, giving Oglethorpe County 2 points. And that is how the game is going to end. Once again, another heartbreaking loss for Pinecrest Academy. As the horn sounds, final score, Oglethorpe County 36, Pinecrest Academy 34. Oglethorpe County gets their first win of the season. They go to 1-9. Pinecrest Academy falls to 1-9. We'll be back right after this. You've been listening and watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV. Between the Pines, where we have witnessed an unbelievable game between Oglethorpe County and Pinecrest Academy. Unfortunately, it ended on the wrong end for the Paladins. Oglethorpe County escapes with a 36-34 win over Pinecrest Academy. Connor Sassine of Pinecrest Academy attempting a 49-yard field goal to win the game for the Paladins. Unfortunately, his kick was blocked and recovered by the Patriots. They ran out the clock, and that was the ball game, 36-34, the final. Just another gut-wrenching loss, the second week in a row for this Paladin club, and they end the season at 1-9. A key play in this game was an intentional grounding call against quarterback Ryan DeFazio of Pinecrest Academy. The next play was actually the very big key that made the difference in the game was a holding call in the end zone. A holding call gives a safety to the defensive team, and that was the difference in the ball game as Oglethorpe County gets their first win of the season, Bo Johnson.
Still a great game. You know, it's unfortunate that they came up on the short end of the stick, Pinecrest, but, you know, they put up 34 points. Now, it was versus a team with no wins also, but offense looked great, and it came down to miscues. There were a couple turnovers, a couple botched snaps, and things like that. But looks like Terrence Mathis is going to have his team firing all cylinders next season. We're looking forward to it.
Yes, he will, and they'll learn from this. They'll learn from the mistakes of this season, and they'll grow, and they'll be much, much better next season. I'm more than confident of that as they go into the off-season training, the summer, the 7-on-7 passing camps that they have, that all high schools have. And they're going to be a lot better for that. We want to thank all of y'all for tuning us in all season long here on the SUVTV.com, especially those of you who are Pinecrest alums, those of you living around the state, around the country, around the world, those of you serving overseas in the military. We want to thank all of you for tuning in all season long here on the SUVTV. Final score, Oglethorpe County defeats Pinecrest Academy 36-34. For my broadcast partner, Bo Johnson, for our executive producer, Marquez Burnett, I'm Ken Gustafson saying so long. You've been watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV.